Talk.
You not start play yet.
Your mic green. All right.
Yeah, green.
It should be on.
What the hell?
All right, let me check. Mic check, mic check. I seen your mic side. Raise up your hand. Yeah, yeah. Video walking.
You on?
Yeah, yeah.
Why is this upcoming?
I don't know.
Let me start again.
All right, guys. Let us know in the comments if you're hearing us.
Okay, it's live.
It's live. All right, guys. So, we here celebrate St. Lucia Independence Day, which was Thursday. I did do a live previously. Going through some of these rooms. I didn't go through all. Rashawn was able to make it. So because of that, I really say, hey, I want to do a good job at this. I want to go back, start over, and do a good job at presenting what St. Lucia has to offer.
You like your camera angle?
All right.
You okay
So
with
not
it?
too bad. What happened?
You like your angle?
It angle a little bad. Yeah, I need to tilt it a little this way. Yeah.
I tilt it and I tell you.
All right. Do that a little bit. It doesn't look bad. Oh, I guess it look worse. I don't know. I think it's alright.
Oh.
I think what happened, the biggest part is the lighting kind of off on my side.
It's like, I don't know, the camera is like lean.
Yeah, lean a little bit. Alright, you can't get perfection. Right, we're doing lives. We're looking for perfection.
Hello?
Yeah, I hear it. Yeah, we're good. Alright, so
There it is. Okay.
going through the history, just bringing some information on the St. Lucia distillers. I believe Rashawn's gonna bring up some more information on that. I think it started in 1931. We got a ton of different expressions.
Yes. So hello. So first off, they got independence.
Yes.
1979.
Correct.
They got
February 22nd.
February 22nd, 1979.
Yes.
So basically, their rum history now started from 1931.
Right.
When Dennis Bernard built a distillery at the Dennery on the eastern shores of St. Lucia. 4 decades later, the Bernard family merged with another family in 1972. To run they merged to have their own distillery. Right. Then after the two families merge, operation ceased at the Dennery distillery and moved all the production to the
what is it? The
Rosé Bay facility.
Yeah. We assume, I don't know.
Yes. The first rum from that combined operation was named Den Rose, created from the first 3-letter distillery, Den and Rose.
Okay, and that is the overproof?
Yes, that's the overproof.
Talking about 80%.
80% ABV.
Sadly, I did not get a bottle of the Dennery.
Yeah. And then,
I wish I did.
Yeah, you have any?
No, I never get Dennery before.
Never.
I need to.
Yeah. And then in 1993, the Bernard family bought out the other family shares to take full ownership of the company at a different distillery than the one they built in 1931. And as the years passed by, the Bernards, they sold 24.9% to Trinidad Angostura Limited.
Right. CL Financial.
Right.
Was managing.
And then CL Financial later acquired the remaining shares in 2005. Now, taking full ownership. However, Laurie Bernard, the grandson, he remained as the managing director until his passing in 2012. And we all know in 2009, the recession happened. CL Financial took on too many rum companies.
Yes, they had Appleton, they had a lot. So CL Financial sold off almost everything. So they sold off Appleton. That's what Campari of Appleton now. They sold off the St. Lucia Distillers.
And also EA share.
They had EA share as
well. They own EA share too.
Watch me. CL Financial had it all. And sadly, you know, these people did not, they had more debts than they had finances to battle through the storm. And you know, they pretty much sold off every single thing in those times. Like it was, if you had money with them at that point in time, you pennies on the dollar. Like I had money saved, just came out of high school, working a job, saving my money, and man, these guys cleaned me up. Wow. So you know, tough times everybody had to go through during those times. But now, you know, they are in good hands.
Yes, you know, they were up for sale and they were bought up by Spirit Bomb.
Right. And Spirit Bomb, so far in the rum production, they've been doing very good. Can't complain. No. You know, and the thing about it is like, the thing about it, the funny thing is that a lot of the things, the distilleries that CL Financial had owned, was great investments if they could have held on to.
Yes.
Because if you think about Appleton, EA share, Chairman's Reserve, Angostura, like they had everything that was worth having, you know, at that point in time. So honestly, they made good investments. Sadly, you know, things happen and now everything is under new management, new ownership. But you know, the rum products kept on flowing. And funny enough, some of these products I got from in Tobago, right? So Trinidad and Tobago, you know, still import products from St. Lucia. I got this bottle here, which is an old Admiral Rodney. I was just talking to Rashawn, I need to see if I can get another one, because I plan to do a trade on one I have. I have one with a box and everything. I plan to trade it to my friend who got me Jay Ferguson. He got me these two rums. He got me this. I think we traded. I think I gave him a bottle of the Austin Rum Society rum for a bunch of like half bottles, quarter bottles, and stuff like that, right? So he's been a very good trading partner. I told him I have one of these in the box and everything. I'm gonna trade him my best bottle, you know, my best version of this, because this one has like a scratch on the label and stuff like that. And you know, I'm gonna try to get some more because I would love to make some more trades, right? If I could find a store that has more of these, guys, if you want to make some trades, come at me, because I wasn't a big trading guy, but after I did that trade with Jay, I was like, yeah, you know what, trading is pretty good, because you know you getting things that they can have, and they're getting things that you have. So to me, I'm getting on the trading bandwagon, you know. So we have Bounty, we have Chairman's Reserve White, we have Chairman Reserve Spice Lab 1, we have a bunch of different barrel picks. We have the version, the 6th edition of the 931. I didn't know which edition, which means that what edition is out now, like the 10th edition? That's something we need to look up to be able to let the people know what's the latest edition, because I think they're way up there. I think they're at least close to version 10. Like this is an older bottle. I wonder if I could see when it was made. I don't see a date on it. I don't see a date. Yeah. Celebrating 85 years of St. Lucia rum making. Okay. So if you add 85 plus 31, that's 15. So this is what, 2016 probably was this bottle? If my numbers are up, 85 and 31, that's 116, I believe. So if my math is right, this was 2016 version of this rum, right?
Right.
And then we have the SMS Royal Oak. We have the Officers Release number 1. We have the 40th anniversary. And then, what is this? Oh, I'll move the boxes around, man. We have the release number 2. And then we have the 40th anniversary. And we have this one that, I don't know, somebody might tempt me to open it, but I'm not sure I'm going to open it today. All right? But we're going to start off with Bounty Gold.
Bounty.
All right, we have Des, Evening Gents from London.
Rough Spirits.
Rough Spirits is on. All right, guys. Yeah,
Yes.
so we're going to do this over with Rashawn because he missed out.
So Bounty Premium Gold Rum is St. Lucia's most popular rum, aged in bourbon cask. The rum has a warm butterscotch and dried fruit flavors, rich raisin fruit, and a hint of toasted vanilla bean. Bounty rum is perfectly balanced, making it ideal for mixing a variety of simple and exotic cocktails. So, anytime people say mixing rum, you know, a lot of times rums are, when people say mix rum, sometimes the rums are really only for mixing, right? But I always want to try and see if it is more than mixing. Like, can I, you know, if things rough, can I just sip on this rum, you know? If I only had $20 to my name, that's light enough because, you know, I know you have problems. That's good. That's good. All right. So, if things are tough, would I be able to drink this rum and, you know, not complain? That's my, I feel like that's what I want in a rum. I hate rums that are only for mixing. You know, there's some rums like tiki rums. They're pretty much only for mixing a lot of times because there's like overwhelming bitter notes or like a burnt caramel flavor sometimes. You know, like there's stuff like, in there. Right. Like, for example, I bought the Hamilton, it's not, you see the beach the zombie blend, which they say in a drink. Yeah, which they say is from St. Lucia. Right. Right. And I sip it and I don't know. It's like you had some bitter notes. I'm like, okay, I'm not even sure what, you know. I feel you. I feel you. So this is Bounty. As far as I know, nothing added, just aged. Right? So let's get to this. See how it tastes. Only knows what you're getting. Getting some heat on this, on the nose. Heat. I am getting a little butterscotch kind of caramel vibe on it. What about you? What you getting? Vanilla. A little raisin. Okay, yeah, I can see vanilla. Maybe that's what I think is butterscotch. I think I'm just getting like vanilla caramel vibe. Yeah, the vanilla, yeah. All right, so let's get to tasting. Light. I'm getting a lot of like caramel vanilla notes. On a tough day, I only had $20 in my name. You know, back to my college days. I'll be drinking this, and even like, you know, just if there's only one thing to sip, I would sip it. Yes, and you could pour it on the side there, Rashawn. I'm trying to train Rashawn to not be chugging these drinks, right? We have a lot of rums to go through here. We have a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. We have 13 bottles of rum in front of us, right? So it's going to be a long one. Guys, stick with us. We're going to take you through all these rums. Okay. Now, next up, we have Chairman's Reserve White. Right? 43%. Yes, 43%. So the Bounty was 40%. This is 43%. Yes. Chairman's Reserve White is a blend of triple distilled pot still and column still rum aged in American oak barrels. The rum has undergone a light filtering to remove the color. With refreshing citrus notes on the nose, hint of buttery roundness. The rum has a clean palate, soft raisin fruit, long balanced finish. It is ideal as a mixer or base for a classic cocktail such as a mojito or a daiquiri. Guys, and this is one of my favorite white rums. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I am getting into loving white rums, man. And this one here is a really good one. I have bought several bottles of this white rum here, and I have to get it from Tobago. I can't find it anywhere here. I think this one. Yeah, you can't find it here. I haven't found it here. I have brought those
Check on the back of that and see where it's from. It's a 700 importer EU spray bomb. So you see, it wasn't even meant to come to America. That I got in Tobago. So went home, went to the grocery store, spent like $10 for it. Maybe like $12. 12 US dollars for a delicious white rum. I'll buy it all day. Man, trust me, when I go home, two things I bring back. Angostura products, and if I can, Chairman Reserve White. Because that's on the nose. Smell a bit hot. I get some a little pot still kind of vibes going on.
So this was actually made with their John Doe 1, John Doe 2, Vendome pot still, and then the coffee still. 4 stills that St. Lucia operates.
Yeah, very good.
Wow.
Nice, light, balanced, dancing of flavors, sweet sugar cane.
Yeah.
Nice pot still, little grasses, like everything is happening in there.
This is refreshing.
Top tier, no? Top tier white rum. Tell me if I like.
It is.
43% alcohol.
It's running my next favorite white rum close.
Telling you. So, guys, Chairman Reserve White. And I think when I was at the event, when I was at Rum Congress, there was a guy there from the distiller, and he was saying that it was available, and he had actually even put one of the white rums on the shelf there for people to make cocktails and stuff with. I was telling the bartender, like, hey, this is one of the best white rums ever. Tell you guys, it is delicious. Recommend 100%.
I wonder what's the price of this.
I don't know. It's probably less than $20 here.
I don't know.
Shouldn't be much. Shouldn't be more than somewhere between $15 and $20, I would believe.
Maybe I need to start buying it.
If you could find it. I think the guy was telling me, what did he say? Someone was saying something about Boston or somewhere. It was online or something like that. I think you could buy it online or some craziness like that.
Yeah, you can. So Spirit Bomb, they have this website, that has all their brands that they own.
Right.
You know, Rum JM, Clement.
I can order straight from them.
Yeah, and they show you the brands, and I think Marigat Bay.
Yeah, Marigat Bay.
Yeah, so they show you all the brands, and each one you click on directs you
to a website.
To a website, and then it shows you the products. Every product can be bought.
I'm like, oh, okay. The crackware thing is make it look as if I wasn't even there. I was like, wait, am I there? Am I not there? All right, so
yes.
So far, so good, right? We had the bounty, which has been good. Let me pour it up as you look up something. Okay. So we had the bounty, gold. We had the Chairman Reserve White, and now we have the Chairman Reserve Lab 1, which is a collaboration with the Master Blender and 2 bartenders out of Europe somewhere. Silla Celestine and Zekoch Kiritsis. So they made this combination here where they use some certain spices. So this blend has 6,000 bottles. That's on Spray Bomb. Is there any white there?
No, they don't have the white for sale. They have the original, the reserve. You know,
the Florida Rum Society on there.
They have the legacy, the 1931, one of the Forgotten Cast. So the spice, no white.
What's this? The spice so $37?
Yeah, 38.
Woo. So this spice, I paid like $20. I think I paid for it on Island. So honestly, they make very good spice rums. So can't really criticize the price. But would I buy a spice? Because typically a spice rum, you use it, you drink it with ice.
Right.
You might put with some Coke, some Sprite, some ginger beer. You usually mix it. So what exactly is the price you would pay for a mixing rum? Because for me, a white rum, if I could have found the white rum here at $20, I would buy the bounty. I think I paid like $15 to $20 for the bounty. I think I paid for it $20 at ABC or something like that some time ago.
I will see the bounty and just walk right past it.
No, I watch me as a mixing rum. I would buy the bounty all day, right? But we on to Spice Lab 1, which is not the regular spice. This is a collaboration, as I said before, with two bartenders out of Europe, Zisco and Silas, and the master blender. And they use exclusive spices, like certain spices I think that they use specifically for this blend, which includes cinnamon, nutmeg, turmeric, almond, and candied ginger, blended at Rosso. I really don't. Is Bo so? Is it Rosso? I'm trying to figure out like how the EAU in French is usually pronounced like a U, like Bo, right? So is it Rosso? Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Any No, they don't pronounce all the letters. I think it's just like a U. Like they usually like it's like Bo or something like that. I think that's how it's pronounced. But any of you St. Lucians, correct me if you guys are in the comments, right? So this spice from again cinnamon, nutmeg, turmeric, almond, and candied ginger. All right. So this is Spice Lab 1, which was made in 2022, approved in 2022. I bought it in 2023 April at the duty free, right? At the port, the seaport. I went on a little cruise that hit down there, right? So 40%, 700 cl bottle. Wow. It has a nice, smooth,
wonderful nose.
It's like getting like what you getting?
It's like a fresh. It's like fresh bouquet of flowers and
bouquet of flowers. But yeah, I'm getting
the fruits notes too.
I'm getting a sweet fruit, like a sweet, like dried fruits, but I'm also getting a lot of cinnamon and nutmeg.
The ginger, vanilla
for sure. I would say
is wonderful.
Vanilla, dried fruits, cinnamon, nutmeg is what is really just shouting at me, right? But very good presentation. And let's get to the tasting. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, I like that. I like that. Yeah. And that's the thing. That's what I always say, like, any rum that I can't sip, I don't think it's a good rum.
I believe so too. I think every rum should be able to be sipped.
Yeah. If I can't sip it, like, the only way I can think is like, all right, maybe I can't sip something that's too sweet, especially since I drink a lot of rums that are unsweetened. So all right, maybe if I could put an ice in there and drink it, at least to me, that is the standard for me of a good rum. Which is why tiki rums kind of throw me off. Because they're only for mixing. And I'm not really a big cocktail guy.
No.
Like
we're definitely not.
The most I would make is a rum old fashioned.
Yeah.
That's about it. And a rare occasion a Mai Tai. A rare occasion. I mean, like, I haven't made a Mai Tai since last year or something.
I'll make a Mai Tai and a daiquiri. That's about it.
I think daiquiris are too limey. It's like lime juice with a little bit of rum, in my opinion.
Sugar, water, and rum.
Yeah, but like, the lime is so overpowering on a daiquiri.
You need a different rum. Which rum you use?
Maybe I need your recipe. Because I feel like, some recipes call for more lime than necessary. So maybe that's my problem. I have a recipe that is too limey. And like, even the other day I went to La Trova and it was very limey. They had some cocktails there and it was very, very limey. I was looking for the rum. The rum was hiding under the limes.
Wow.
I'm not a big fan of that. So that there, spice rum, one of the best spice rums. Like hands down, one of the best spice rums.
Yeah, that was a good spice rum.
Yeah. I cannot, like, so far, what's going on? Hey, it's close to zombie season. Grapefruit is going to overflow from Mexico soon.
Okay.
You know what? I need to make some zombies because I think I probably have the zombie blend. I probably have the beach bomb berry blend. So I think both of them could probably work in a zombie. I don't think those two blends are that far off. I think the zombie just have like a little bit more that bitterness, that dark coloring on it.
Yeah. Yeah. And
we need to start making some cocktails. We need to make some cocktail videos out there.
yeah.
What do you think? We could choose a cocktail that we want to do. You know, something that we like. Like maybe we could choose one, like you choose. We could just do one cocktail with different rums that we think goes good with it. So we could try the traditional of, you know, a zombie blend or a beach bomb blend for a certain type of rum, and then we could use a rum that we like.
Yeah.
Like I love the white rum, right? Or I love, you know, any other kind of or the bounty or anything that we like that we think will make good. Because like I love the demerara.
Yeah, this would definitely make.
That would make anything taste good.
Yeah.
Watch me. I tell you, that rum, that's my I think that's at least my second or third bottle. Like it is delicious. But let's get on to the next one. What we at?
Okay,
so the master selection.
So we're starting now with you know, master selection, single batch, single cast. We're going into that now, which St. Lucia Distillers, they decided that, you know, they came up with this marketing where they start giving store picks to society picks, barrel picks to all these stores.
Yes.
You know, different variations, John Doe 1, John Doe 2, a blend of both, a blend of column and pot, different finishes, sugar cane, molasses, and it's rampant.
It's the smartest thing ever.
And I thought it worked because everywhere you look, every store had a chairman's reserve pick, and it just brought them to the forefront.
Facts. Yeah. Think about it. They had like 3-4 rums here, right? They had Forgotten Cast, Legacy, the original,
the reserve,
reserve, and they had the 1931.
Yes,
right. And to me, they all I was never that interested.
No,
right? They were just like, okay, some rums. I don't know much about St. Lucia rums. I don't know what stills they had. I assume they just had a column still, right? You know, I'll be honest. I just assumed they had a column still and they had some okay rums. I wasn't gonna go out of my way to get it, right? Then I saw the Admiral Rodney's online. I was like, man, those look real nice. I like the presentation. I like the bottles. And that's when I started thinking, oh, maybe I should get an Admiral Rodney pick I was looking for.
So Admiral Rodney is what gets you into St. Lucia rums?
That's what got my interest peaked. The presentation was just so cool that I just looked at it like, bro, I want to get one of those.
I really see them and I'm like, St. Lucia don't make good rum. That was the thought process.
No, like for me, I would think that when you hit a premium number, you'll get a premium product.
Especially Bounty rum.
That's my assumption. Like, okay, yes, I saw Bounty rum.
Back then,
back then, yeah. Like back then, I saw Bounty rum, wasn't interested, just thought whatever, column still rum. I saw their regular lineup, which funny enough, we don't have any of their regular lineup here. Right? We don't have anything that you could typically buy at Total Wine,
right?
ABC,
which is the reserve, the Forgotten Cast, and the Legacy.
The Legacy and the 2009.
Right.
We don't have any of those. We don't have the regular spice. We don't have anything that you can get regular in America.
Yes.
And that's because really and truly, the only thing that we got that you could get regular in America is Bounty.
Bounty Gold. That's the Bounty.
That's the only thing.
That's the only thing we have here.
And I just bought that I went to get the Foursquare had a discount. Foursquare had a discount on the 2005. We used to go for 100 and it was like $60 or something like that.
ABC wine.
Yes. And I drove all the way up to like Delray to get it. And I saw the Bounty and I was like, yeah, they're spending money, Jamie, just spend some more. You know? So that's what happened there.
You know
that's what ended up with that Bounty.
It was reading about the Hamilton St. Lucian rums. That's what people, the Vendome. That's what piqued my interest. This Hamilton St. Lucian legendary rums. You know, read so much about them. No, and I think that's my first taste of a St. Lucian rum.
It was the Vendome only.
It was the Hamilton St. Lucian 9-year Vendome 60, I think 68%.
Okay, alright. So that says, hey, Admiral Rodney watching. He said watching bottle that start
Was the bottle
was
that
bottle start. Okay, yeah. So watch me. I could understand that, man. This bottle is crazy, and funny enough, this is the same bottle that Trinidad Angostura used to use on their 1919. But again, they pretty much part owned the distillery at the time, so the bottle selection is pretty much the same thing, right? Which looks exactly like this.
Yes,
Like
with
these two bottles here, this
wooden
the
knob.
round knob, yeah. So no, but the Vendome, right?
Okay.
So the Vendome, and funny enough, that Vendome came from Angostura.
Right.
Angostura had that Vendome, couldn't figure out what to do with the Vendome, and just sent it up to St. Lucia. I don't know if they bought it, traded it, whatever. Again, back in those days, Angostura had owned, I believe they had owned at the time,
Yes, the St. Lucia distiller.
the St. Lucia distillers, right? So the Vendome is now there. And the thing about it is that, to me, that just shows you how much your personnel affects where the direction of your rum company. Because Trinidad once had a wooden still, but it was leaking, and I guess they didn't feel to get more pieces from Guyana. So you have to get from wooden still. You had to get parts from you have to get parts from Guyana. Because Guyana has the green heart,
the green heart, right,
wood, which is very hard wood that you need special equipment to cut. It's just it isn't something that is easily operated on. So you really need the management team and the ownership to be behind keeping such a still operational. So Trinidad got rid of that in Nigeria. Also, I think at the time, Bacardi, I don't know if Bacardi had owned Trinidad at the time.
Yes, there was something. There was a relationship.
Yeah, there was a relationship between Bacardi and Angostura. And I think that's when they had instilled these two giant stills. But they have a 4-story still and a 5-story still. So I think they were supposed to make Bacardi rums for South America or something like that at that time. So all that to say, the Vendome still, he says, is what brought him into it. And when he said, every time I think about the Vendome still, I always think about, it reminds me of some of the, I think Jamaica has a Vendome still. Who in Jamaica has a Vendome still? Is it Clarendon?
I think Clarendon.
Clarendon has a Vendome still.
Clarendon has a Vendome.
And when I taste the Vendome, it tastes similar to the Clarendon rums.
I think Langpan has a Vendome.
Somebody over there have a Vendome. One of those national rums.
There's a few Vendomes there.
Really?
I suppose a few.
These guys have too many stills.
Because between Clarendon and Langpan, I believe
they have like 5 stills.
Probably more. They say Clarendon alone, I think, had 5 pot stills, which is a blend, and then then now Clarendon had a few.
I was gonna say something, but I'll save that for a Jamaican video. Right? So the Vendome got you into it.
Yes.
Right? For me, was these Admiral Rodneys. I did try the Vendome and I really liked the Vendome. But I wasn't aware that they were producing a Vendome only, right? But only with these stills, then you start getting introduced to the John Doe 1, the John Doe 2, the Vendome, the coffee, the blends of each, the different age statements, higher proofs, right? And when I saw these on my online, the Eskimo Bros. Oh boy. I don't know who was the Eskimo Bros, the guy who selected that one.
That was part, I think that was John Doe 1, John Doe 2, and Vendome.
Watch me, the Eskimo Bros, peak. It is top tier.
Yeah, that barrel pick was very good.
That was a very good barrel pick there. So,
and then this barrel pick.
Yeah.
So this is our Chairman's Reserve, Master Selection, the Florida Rum Society barrel pick. The coffee still, ex-bourbon, aged for 11 years.
And how many bottles? Things on the other side.
You give them?
Yeah, 238. That's a very small
amount.
That's literally 1 barrel.
Yes.
And what's the proof?
57.7.
I'm surprised it's still on shelves. Knowing that it's such a small quantity, you could still find it at Jensen's.
Yes,
you can Jensen's, you could give us a sponsorship, give us some discounts. We wouldn't mind. You know, because Jensen still have some stock at Jensen #1, Jensen #2. Right? So, guys, if you're still looking for this one, you know, and then Rashawn now start to pour heavy, you could stop, man. You know? So, now that we reach the 57.1, Rashawn hand get heavy, right? So, what's on the back of it? Commissioned in 1985, coffee still.
Provides the tropical base note characters to many of our rum blends. As a full-bodied column distilled rum, these unique complexities are achieved with a technique of extracting rum from the lowest plates to create a depth of flavors not typically seen from a column still.
Watch me.
So this is from the lowest plates.
Watch me. So, and I love that Chairman Reserve give you this type of detail. This is one of my complaints with another distillery. I don't even want to bring this up now because we're going off topic. But Angostura does not give you these details. Salute, guys, from Duval. Jason Kidd. Is Jason? I think it's Jason's name. We spoke a couple times already. I think you went to FIU sometime around my time as well. Salute, man. So, back to my rant about Angostura. They just told me exactly how it was made. Column still, lowest plates, where you could get a lot of flavor from it. They told me the time the sale was commissioned. Just random little details make a rum enthusiast want to buy more. Julian, sorry. I don't know why I thought it. I'm naming everybody Jason for some reason today. Julian. All right. Yeah, man. Cheers. Thanks for coming in. So, I love that type of detail. And I wish other rum brands would give that type of detail, right? So, I don't know. Is this the time that you want to bring up St. Lucia, GI, St. Lucia Distillers? I think it was Island Spice. What's the name of the brand? Check it, and you know, we can discuss it. So,
what knows again? You can tell them your nose while I look it up.
Okay, wow. Taste was so sweet. I get like strong, fresh wood flavor, dried fruits, dry tannic. Slight, yes, it is very woody. Funny enough, only 11 years, but man, the wood flavor on this is intense, and that's one thing that you get a lot from distillers that come off of coffee stills. They absorb wood flavor very quickly. They once used bourbon barrel you put on a rum. Once used bourbon barrel over column still, the wood flavor gets imparted really quickly. So if you don't do proper wood management of a coffee still, if you don't use, you know, secondary use wood, like it was used, the barrel was used 2 times or something, you know, move the liquid around. All that kind of stuff is very important when it comes to coffee still, because man, this is pretty woody, right? So this is, and a lot of people would tell you that at St. Lucia Distillers, they actually put, there's barrels in the yard.
Yes, they're
like, barrels aren't just in warehouses where it's like the temperature changes aren't that intense, right? Because in the Caribbean, it doesn't have a very wide temperature change, right? If you're going to say Celsius, average day I'm from Tobago, right, which is a couple islands down, it would go from, they would always put up like 22, 23 degrees Celsius to 35, right? So a lot of times, worst case scenario is a 12 degrees, gap. Most times it's within 10 degrees, right? Sometimes like 33 to 27, all that kind of stuff is typical. Like the worst is like a 10 degree gap, right? So it's pretty consistent. But in a covered warehouse, it's even a smaller change in temperature, right? But the fact that these guys have things out in the sun, you can get this craziness and stuff where it's just like it wouldn't impact it so much, right? So this goes back to what I wanted to bring up. Let's go to the top. I just want to see the brand name. So it is Island Slice. Island Slice is a St. Lucian guy from St. Lucia. His dad, he said, was a rum. He worked in rum industry, maybe a rum blender, master blender, but worked, in rum. Was that
No,
No, you jump in.
no, it's no. Go ahead.
So his dad, worked in Rome. His grandfather worked in Rome, and I don't know if he said maybe his great grandfather worked in Rome, but he comes from the tradition and the heritage
Right, of rum making.
of rum making, right? So he's now in St. Lucia. He's sorry, I lied. He's now in Scotland.
He's in Scotland.
And he has, it seemed, his own distillery in Scotland, right? Making what
Rum.
I would assume good, great rum. It comes by a long heritage of rum, right? I've had Scottish rum, not made by a rum person, and it was good rum, right? So good rums can be made anywhere in the world. So he has made Island Slice before. He has made other bottles before this one, right? He sees that he had like 2 or 3 other rums, single barrel darks, single origin. He had a dark rum bottled, distilled and bottled in Scotland. He has this Lucian flag on there.
Yeah, he
and
has the
then
flag
he
there.
had single dark rum. Again, he has St. Lucia on there. He's very proud of where he's come from St. Lucia. Like, I am from Tobago, Trinidad and Tobago. Very proud to be from Trinidad and Tobago. Rashawn is from Jamaica. Very proud to have come from Jamaica, right? And we all born and raised on the island and came up here. When you came up here, you were late teenage years.
Yeah.
I came up here when I was 20 years old, right? So I
same time, 20.
20. All right. So we both came up here at 20, right? So we are born and raised in the island. A lot of our formidable years are in the island, right? So this guy makes good rum, and he was, I don't know if he was commissioned to, asked to, wanted to celebrate the island independence for the 45th anniversary. And he made a rum, St. Lucia's 45th anniversary limited edition, single dark rum. And he said St. Lucia rum distilled in Scotland, aged in a single grain Scotch cask, finished in Pedro Jimenez sherry cask, right? So, and it's available at the St. Lucia High Commission. So, honestly, like, I would say his presentation of the rum is honest, right? In that he's celebrating the 45th anniversary.
Okay.
He says where the rum is distilled, and he says where it is in its aged. My one thing where is somewhat I can't agree with is saying it's St. Lucia rum, right? So I was like, is there a better way to say this? Is it saying that this is a rum in the spirit of St. Lucia? It's a rum where its heritage has come from St. Lucia, because he is St. Lucian, and his parents has come through, his grandfather, his father has worked in the distilleries in St. Lucia, right? So like his knowledge base, his source of information, his heritage, is coming from St. Lucia. So I could really see where, he could feel this way.
Yes, but as I say, and this is why countries they do a rum GI to protect your country's brand. Because I personally wouldn't want some random person making rum in Venezuela calling it Jamaican rum. I mean, does it has the essence of Jamaican or even another Jamaican?
I feel you. So like, funny enough, like there's a
can it be Jamaican?
There's a rum rum liqueur called Tobago Gold. I'm pretty sure when I look at the bottle, it said like Switzerland or something. And the guy, I think he buys. But here's the thing: this one's kind of sticky. It's weird because he buys the chocolate from Tobago. He buys the cocoa pods from the estate in Tobago. Processes it. I don't know if he processes it in Tobago or he processes it. I think he probably processed some parts of it in Tobago. Ships whatever bulk to Switzerland or whatever. Makes it and ships it back. Kind of weird, but you kind of get the raw material somewhat from Tobago. It's kind of like, gray area, right? The cocoa itself is from Tobago, right? In rum, but chocolate processing could be made anyway. The raw product determines, because literally the flavor is from just the chocolate. right? In rum, the flavor does not come from the sugar cane. If you make it from molasses, you make it from molasses, people buy molasses
all over.
anyway.
You're right.
All
St.
over.
Lucian buy molasses.
St. Lucian buy molasses, and they have a small distillery that they make their own sugar cane juice rums from, but they buy molasses in bulk from other parts of the Caribbean, right? They may buy from Jamaica, they may buy from other places, right? So in rum, St. Lucia distillers, right? It is in St. Lucia. A vendo may taste similar if you make it in St. Lucia or you make it in Jamaica, right? But where you age it changes, right? We just tasted this, which tastes like it was in the hot sun of St. Lucia.
Yeah.
Like this barrel was just sitting out there at 35 degrees Celsius, 80 something degrees Fahrenheit, right? So we are tasting island aged rum, island made rum in a Vendome pot still. So if I taste this and I taste something in Jamaica, it may taste similar. Similar climate, similar temperature, similar product. But if you make something in Scotland, there is no similarity in temperature. There is no similarity in environment. There's no similarity in aging. Right? So I would say I would buy this guy's product because I've tried Scottish rum and it tasted good. I had one spice rum from Scotland, from 9-4, right? Tasted great. We say respect from Jamaica. Raw spirits, already white grapefruit season in North Florida. I have so many in my family is upset and all the space is taken up. Julian, maybe you need to ship me a box. No, we need to get into the cocktails. But anyhow, back to this, right? So I would say that I would try this guy's rum. I was happy that he was honest for the most part about where it's made and all that kind of stuff. But he called it St. Lucian rum. I don't know. I think maybe being more specific is more of a tongue tie than just saying St. Lucian rum. Maybe that's how he felt about it.
Maybe you should have said St. Lucian style.
St. Lucian style, St. Lucian heritage, and like
or something.
Yeah.
But saying it is St. Lucian rum is dishonest because the only part of it is St. Lucian is the idea. It's him. The idea of it's him.
Yeah.
That's the only part. There's nothing. The still is in. Is in the environment, the air, the water that's used. It's not even.
And most stills come from Europe anyway.
Right.
Right? Most stills probably come from Scotland.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just don't see how. I don't see how it's a St. Lucian rum. I am happy that he's proud and somehow the commission, wanted this product. And because he said he got a lot of awards and thing, entrepreneur of the year and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't see it as, I won't say it's a St. Lucian rum.
And not to dwell too much on it, but if you guys want to know more, he has his page, which there's a debate currently going on in his comment section.
Yes.
About what defines St. Lucian rum. Who defines it as that?
Yes.
He even has the High Commission defending him.
Yeah, well, High Commission have no choice at this point because they sanction the whole
thing. That's true.
They sell it at their stores. So, you can't back out. I'm happy that they are defending him. Island Slice. I'm happy that they're defending him because I would find it very disingenuous for you to commission the whole idea.
That's true.
Have it in anything and then get bullied out of the position, right? I could see that. I could see the CEO of St. Lucia Distillers, being upset about the situation and say, hey, this is not a St. Lucian rum. Like, I don't like you guys calling it St. Lucian rum. I could see him saying, yo, I come from St. Lucia. He's very proud of his island. But I wouldn't call it a St. Lucian rum. Like, but he's also very straightforward in saying where it is distilled and all that kind of stuff. So my one fault is, I wouldn't call it St. Lucian. I just don't see how 1 and 1 make 10. right?
No one makes it.
No, it just isn't. It isn't.
You know, as I said, what's the word?
Terroir.
Terroir.
Like
Land,
like,
water, air.
I don't know. In my mind, I think the terroir thing is overselling it. Yeah, I honestly think so.
Yeah.
Let me tell, and because like they talk about the land, right? When they say terroir, and maybe someone needs to clear this up for me, right? When you say terroir, what do you mean? Do you mean where the sugar cane come from, or do you mean the land in which the still resides? Because if you mean terroir as where the cane grow, not all cane in Jamaica, most of the canes come from Jamaica because you guys have a lot of sugar fields, right?
Right.
Appleton has a lot of sugar fields. Worthy Park has a lot of fields. And Worthy Park have so much land. Worthy Park, I was told, have land all next to the highway, right? But they grow all other things on it because Worthy Park have other businesses going on, right? Clarendon, all these people have stills and production where most of the, in Jamaica especially, comes from Jamaica. Monge buys a lot of their molasses, right? Trinidad buys all their molasses. A lot of these islands buy their molasses. So the terroir to me is really more in where the distillation takes place, which when you're sitting in a vat, when you're making the wines, right, you get some environmental impacts.
Right.
Right?
In molasses case, I agree with you. In molasses case, you know, it's molasses. It's just molasses.
Right.
You just have the different grades of molasses.
Correct.
Right? So as you said, terroir in that case would be the air, the water that's actually used that comes from that surrounding land.
Right.
Right? So in the case of the people them who the companies who like to use terroir, like Renegade, they use terroir in case of sugarcane juice, because then the land actually affects the sugarcane.
Yeah.
And the
once
juice
you
itself.
Sugarcane juice,
yes,
terroir is 100% in.
And earlier this week, I saw they posted a picture of one of their farms. It's like a small farm, and they dig up 2 canes, but one is a little left here, and one is here, and they show you that the soil is different, and it affects the sugar cane. So when they ferment, you know, the juice is gonna be
correct. No, terroir.
Right.
When it comes to juice, 100%. Because I come from Trinidad and Tobago, we had sugarcane in different parts of Trinidad, right? We had sugarcane in the central, we had sugarcane in the south. The ground color different. In central, they get a different type of soil just based on how the land was so flat, and it was like pretty much a bed, a huge wide plain of just where water would just settle. When they go down to more to the south, they have a different type of terrain, you have a different type of soil, you have a different type of everything, right? Tobago, the same thing. Like, like legit, within my mom and my grandmother live 2 miles apart. My mom have clay soil. My grandmother had topsoil and coral rocks within 2 miles of each other, right? So the difference in soil is very important when it comes to fresh sugar cane juice. Any juice type thing, because you're not processing all the way down to molasses, I think is very important, right? But I also think terroir is the environment in which you make something.
It is because the yeast itself comes from that environment of that country.
And even if you use a processed yeast, you still have the natural atmosphere affecting the yeast. The temperature at which something is
exactly
affects how fast or how slow the yeast builds up, right? So whether you on a hilltop or a valley, and the aging especially, because European aging and Caribbean aging is miles apart. Like, it is a whole different rum. When you try the Port Morant Continental and the Port Morant Tropical, it is so different. It is so different. And I have a couple of those. I don't know why. I thought Port Morant would have been my thing, and it was not. And I bought like 2 or 3 bottles. And I was like, yo, it is what it is. You know, it was a sacrifice that I made for the science. Right? But I think terroir is very important. So
it is.
St. Lucia is, you know, that's like I was even asking my mother-in-law who worked for Appleton. Like, hey, if I just if a Jamaican, I was like, hey, if a Jamaican just make some rum, you know, they buy molasses, they distill molasses, they make it in Jamaica, is it Jamaican rum? She's like, no. She said, because honestly, she's like, if Campari could have made the Appleton rum somewhere else in Europe, they do it that way. Because it's cheaper. Because they have to ship all these rums out of Jamaica like the workers' expense might be higher, but then the efficiency might be better. They don't have to ship bottles back and forth. Labor, all these things that they buy outside of Jamaica, all the bottlings and labelings that buy outside and come into Jamaica, they don't have to do that.
And as you say that, our beer, right?
Yeah.
Red Stripe.
Yeah.
Red Stripe. It's owned, I think, by Diageo.
Yeah.
And for a few years, it was actually made in Pennsylvania. A place called Latrobe or something in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And a few people in America, right? You know, they brought sue them. Sue them, brought them to court. I said, this is not a Jamaican beer.
Right.
This is beer made from hops in America, water from America. How can you call this a Jamaican beer? And because of that, they lost. They had to change.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, I know because you can't find it in Jamaica.
Right. And now the beer is imported now from Jamaica.
Wow. Because it's funny because like beer is something that I think a lot of people argue that it's a sterilized situation and you don't need to. Beer doesn't have a location specific thing. But if you call something Jamaican beer, I want to be Jamaican beer. I don't want it to sell me. I don't want to sell me anything and put a name on it, and it's not that. Right? Even Aki. Because I see people been discovering Thailand Aki and stuff like that.
Even Aki made in Haiti. You know, if you look around the back, you're like.
So yeah. Anyhow, we spent a lot of time on this. Let's get on to the next one. We said. You talk about the grapefruit season, and we say, hey, I was told a similar story about Japanese whiskey. When they started their own whiskeys, they imported water and the peat from Scotland. But apparently it isn't that good in the beginning due to the difference in the climate. Understand the climate is very important.
It is.
I think what Japanese people, it's funny. They adopt a lot of things and they make a lot of things better because they adopt whiskey from other people. They weren't making whiskeys before. They weren't making cars before. They weren't making electronics before. Everything they did, they started copying someone else and they make things better. But it is what it is. It is where you create a thing, especially a drink like that, important. Because you have aging, you have environmental impacts, in my opinion. I would love to try all the guys' stuff.
Yes, we're not saying, you know, we're not bashing him saying
it. I'm not questioning whether he's St. Lucia. He definitely is. I'm not questioning if he made a good product. The only thing I'm questioning is if I make a rum, I cannot call it a Tobago rum if I make everything in Florida. Right? Because even you and I talk about making a rum brand. Yeah. Making rum. But if I make it here, I'll call it Florida rum. The best rum Florida ever had.
It is Florida rum.
In the spirit.
Where is the water from?
No, but think about it, right? And even I had a you know what that brand is? They're in Lakeland. There's a rum distillery in Lakeland. And they make a Puerto Rican style rum. It was called like Risky Rum. They had a brand called Risky. They had a bunch of lines. They had a white rum, Risky Rum.
I remember the Risky Rum.
Liberation or something like that for
yes,
the spice rum.
Yes.
That rum brand, their tasting notes is very much like Puerto Rico. They're made in Lakeland. Now, the difference between Lakeland and Puerto Rico, slightly different in temperature, but Florida has hot. Has 9 months out of the year, it's hot in Florida. Minimum 9 months out of the year, which is similar in Puerto Rico. You have a subtropical climate, you have over tropical climate. So you could replicate a lot of the processes in a similar climate, but it is made in Florida. So you could say like Puerto Rican inspired rum, Puerto Rican heritage rum, but it is a Florida rum. And I think that's where everyone's kind of butting the head on. Like, I, would support anyone, and I would buy this guy's rum any day of the week. I would love to try it. I'd love to see what this guy is creating. He has his own, especially if he has his own distillery. Especially if he's not just buying rum off another distillery, but he's making his own distilled rum.
Right.
I love to try small craft rums.
Right.
Like I bought Chainbridge rum, which was mad expensive. And, I was like, it was good. So I was like, I gotta buy this rum.
I need to go back.
White Lightning. Very delicious white rum. Very delicious. And I love supporting these guys. But I just think that the namesake of claiming an island is crazy to me. Right? So next up.
Yeah, so if you want to continue the conversation, you can go on Island Spice.
Island Spice.
A slice.
Island Slice
on Facebook.
Yeah.
And you will see the discussion currently going on in the comment section between a bunch of people.
Correct.
You know, going back and forth. Should it be or should it not be called St. Lucian rum?
Correct.
Okay.
So we on to concierge.
What do you think about the Florida rum pick?
Florida rum pick. Column still definitely very heavy on the woody side. I think any column still person would have really appreciate that. It kind of reminds me of Foursquare a little bit. You're looking for the Foursquare in there? The first time I tried that, the first thing I thought about was like, I thought it was a Foursquare. You can see it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we have concierge sales out of Total Wine and More. This is a 50% John Doe, 50% column still. They had 1480 bottles and 51% alcohol. The previous one was 57.7. Right? So this is a lot more bottles. This will be at least about 5 cars. Minimum. Minimum 5 cars was at 51%, whereas that one was 2 something at 57.7. Right? Age of 14 years. So how much did you pay for this? Oh, you didn't buy this, but how much was it?
This expense
like 200?
It's like $100 and something dollars.
Yeah.
This is 100. You can still find it.
Really?
There's a few of them floating around. A Total Wine.
Oh, okay.
Single batch release.
Yeah. So this one here is a mix of column and pot, right? No, sorry, I lied.
This one.
The John Doe and the coffee. So
and the
column and pot, right? The Russia and Paul very heavy on this one.
Are you poor?
Oh, I thought. All right, I just like blaming Russia for this.
No, it's different, definitely. From the Florida Rum Society pick.
Tastes different.
14, 51.
Slightly dry, fruity, bitter, acetone, rusty nails.
Wow.
A little bit of orange on the end there. What you getting? What's your nose in? What's your tasting?
Yes, I get the orange on the end. End. Hot on the tongue, fruity. And I believe this was a pick by, it's a Total Wine pick. But I think it was chosen by this guy in Bourbon called Fred Minnick. Fred Minnick, he helped.
Do we meet Fred? I don't think I've ever met Fred.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Yeah, he helped pick this bottle and another one.
He said so the River Pirate 13 joined and he said the HMS Princessa is his favorite. So the HMS Princessa is the youngest of the Alma Rodney line. So this is the Royal Oak, which I think is second in the line. Right? And so we're going to have to look up the Princessa in a minute. I don't think I've ever tried the Princessa. Maybe I tried it once.
Who tried the Princessa?
Where?
Rum Congress.
But we tried so many rums back to back that day that.
Yeah, but I remember when I said, try this. Because I remember you said, it wasn't, Yeah. And you tried you're like, oh,
It was all right. But I had liked this one better.
Yeah.
So.
This more on my alley. I get a brine note.
Yeah. Even on the nose, I get a brine note. It's like a sour prune type of vibe on it. It's good.
It's good. Not sure if I'll buy that one though. The $100 and some dollar price.
So I think this was
show me off.
That was $100 as well. I think this one here was $100 and something as well. This is a single barrel, which is only 266 bottles, similar to the Florida Rum Society. 700 mils, 69.9%.
69?
Sorry, 60.9. Sorry.
What?
60.9%. 14 years. And what was what was this one?
Florida Rum Society.
11 years, 14 years. This was John Doe 2, and that was column still.
Coffee.
Coffee still, sorry. And that, yeah, 238 bottles, and this was 266. This is funny because this is higher percentage and higher percentage alcohol, higher age, more bottles. This definitely was aged in the sun.
No, you know why? 700
ml. Oh, okay. That's why they get more bottles out of it. Gotcha. And they still charge me $100 and something for that.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, anytime I see a Chairman's Reserve, any one of these speaks over 100, my mind automatically turn off.
Really?
Because what I really liked about was they produce all these picks that were reasonable.
Right. Because they started off, most of the picks used to be $60, $70.
But when I see it start going up and climbing.
But the age also were younger. Like the Chairman's Reserve, the Florida Rum Society is 11 years, column still, $60. The Eskimo Bros, pot still was like 9 years or something.
Yeah, it was 9 years. The Haskell 14 years was $70.
That was hot.
You remember?
Yeah, that Haskell was hot. And I don't think the proof was that high.
No, it wasn't actually. So we look at the color variation.
John Doe 1, brandy aged. And this is John Doe 2, ex-bourbon aged. Yeah. So maybe the quality of the one, this is at 60%. This is at 51. All that kind of affects it.
You actually pull them?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so
the only thing I'm not pulling is this.
No problem. Okay, so we're moving on now.
We reached there already?
So yeah.
Oh yeah, we just had this.
Yeah. So this is a single batch release selected by Wiggy's and Austin Rum Society.
Yes. You know, I had bought 2 of these, made a trade, and that's why I get a bunch of these other ones.
9 years in ex-bourbon. Oh no, it's not in brandy. Brandy cask.
Yeah, look like they had at least 2 bottles there.
51%.
At least 2 casks.
2 casks, 560. Bottle number 3, 560.
I think I gave away. I don't know which other bottle I gave away. I don't know. I traded. You know, but
this should be interesting.
Yeah, I'm happy. So,
price on this $74.
$74. Good, I kept the price. So I bought 2 of these. I think I ended up paying $160 for the 2. I had a guy, Jason Moak, I think had bought it for me and brought it down. Thank you, Jason. Everybody named Jason. I think the guy didn't name Jason, and I just named him Jason. But you know who you are. I'm pretty sure your name was like Jason Moak. And you had brought it for me down and you got it, and I'm very appreciative because you brought that for me, and immediately I traded the second one. I thought I was going to keep one for myself, and then I had the best trade ever offer, so I couldn't deny that trade, right? Because that's how I ended up getting this, and someone and the total wine version as well. So it was a very good trade. Can't complain. All right, so this says difference in climate. Yeah, difference in climate is 100% important. Like continental aging for me, I don't even like continental aging. I'm not a fan.
And as I keep mentioning, the water, because even Appleton,
I don't know why you come because here's why I like people. They all talk about water, right? And here's where I don't buy into the water.
You don't buy into the water?
I don't buy into the water thing because I know they have.
So you are one of those person who think water is water and every water is the same.
No. Let me tell you why I don't buy it, because I am certain. I know they have they reduce the characteristic of the natural water there. They have people working there who treat the water, because when you get water out of calcium, that shit hard. I worked my wife worked for Appleton before. She worked more in the tasting part. But I worked for water companies before. I worked for Wassa back in Tobago. And hard water come out of the rock. When you get water from the river, your calcium deposits in parts used to be like 100, 200. Based on the rock you get it out of, it be 1,300. your shit gonna get calcified. That's why if you go up in Orlando, your water in Orlando hard. You feel the water difference.
You feel, but taste.
You taste the water difference.
Okay.
Orlando water is terrible. As someone who and I haven't worked in water in years, right? I'm now in South Florida. Like our water is different here. Water taste in Tobago, right? I'm from Tobago, right? And I work for the water and sewer company. And I used to test the water, right? On a tiny island, 100 and something square kilometers. When the water comes out, the well at in Canby, that water used to come out with parts about 900, 500, 600 parts calcium. When water came out of the dam, was about 100 or less calcium. When water came out of another thing on the other side of the mountain in Tobago, it's be like 1300. Like the differences in calcium and magnesium and those parts in the water is a lot. So no matter how much they sell me on water, Jamaica has calcium lime rock, right? Different calcium lime rock from Barbados, right? Trinidad, they also have wells in Trinidad. There's wells everywhere, but I just know that there is a level of treatment for it to be usable to get consistency.
I agree. And no, it's just like bottled water.
Right.
They all go through their process.
Right.
But they still come out with us different taste.
No. Let me thing, yeah? Everybody has a signature process that they want to do. If everybody runs the same reverse osmosis water, this is why this water here don't taste that much different from a lot of other waters created all across America. This water could have come from like the Zephyr Hill plant, or it could just come from Wassa tap water, go from anywhere in Florida, right? I could go to another location and try a similar tasting water because they process it down to that level that you could strip water down to nothing.
Okay, so you believe, so say for instance, in Appleton Estate, that pride themselves on using that particular water. If they use water from another part of the island, run it through the exact same process, you feel like it will not affect the taste of the rum itself.
So let me preface this. I don't know, and I could find out, but I don't know. I don't really care to know. I don't know how much they process down the water. Right? No, you could sell me that you get the water from the stream, from the spring. The spring is free, it's right there. Yeah. They could pull the water from the spring any day. I know, as someone who works in water, you have to process down that water to some extent. You have to make sure no chemical, you have to make sure no bacteriological.
Right.
So you have to chlorinate to some level, right? You have to chlorinate to some level and let it stand for some level for some time, right? And you may, based on how hard that water is, strip some of those calcium and magnesium parts out so your water isn't hard. Because if you put hard water in a still, you're still going to get calcified.
No, that I get. We're actually talking about the taste of the water running it through the exact same process.
Right, and what I'm saying is that because I know there's some level of this being done, I don't know how much it's stripped. Right? Okay. So I don't know if they strip it down to bottled water version, which is straight reverse osmosis, run it 9 times and they get reverse osmosis water. Right? Or they just strip it down just enough that you reduce the amount of calcification, because every time you calcify, you're still crazy. You gotta stop your still, scrape that crap down and start over. I don't know how much of that they're doing. I just don't know.
No, I get that. I just have the impression that the water, no matter what process they run it through,
yeah.
Even if you have one singular process and you run spring water or tap water, same process. I feel like the end product of the water is gonna have a different taste. And I feel like by having a different taste, I feel like it affects.
What am I drinking?
We're drinking the brandy.
Brandy, okay.
As a rum society.
Here's why I don't give that much credence. Because over time, like, I don't know how Jamaica run. I know Jamaica very different. Because my mother-in-law was saying that her water authority different from other people's water authority because she's in Portmore, right? Which is crazy to me, right? In Trinidad and Tobago, we have one water authority. In Miami, there's one water authority. And based on the location, you get water from a certain place. Here's the thing in water, which probably doesn't apply to Appleton, right? But it would apply to a lot of other places. The water in Trinidad and Tobago come from different places based on the time of year.
Okay.
Angostura Distiller sits at a certain location. As someone who worked in water and understands water distillery, water supply, there's a guy, my partner, works, and he does this. He goes to a certain junction, he turns this valve on, goes to another junction, turns that one off. The water might be running from central plant coming up, but if a heavy rainstorm passes, that water cannot be supplied. Right? Next way, the water that comes from somewhere, the water that comes from a well. That's harder water coming in because there was a heavy rainstorm that the dam cannot provide it. Now, most people don't come talk about that, right? These people don't sell the idea of the water. And when you're getting well water, your water is very consistent. Rainy season, it would be a little less parts per million of certain chemicals, right? Certain nutrients, the magnesium, the calcium, stuff like that. Dry season will be a bit higher. In fact, I understand that. I just know there's an inconsistency there. That one, if it's close, if it's just stripping just enough to make it not cake up your still production, they would try to get consistency. Right? I know there was a guy that was working in the water treatment area that he knew there's a consistency that he had to hit in the water production. I don't know what it is. Never asked him what it is, but I know that he was their water person, right? And knew the water softenings, the water qualities, and all that kind of stuff, right? So I know this person exists. I know that is a job. I know that there's a consistency in which you just naturally have to have to not cake up your thing.
No, I get all of that. What you say, I get all of that.
I just know that there is some sort of production taking place, and I just don't know how. And honestly, like sense-wise, just common sense, you don't strip water more than you have to, because it costs money to strip the water.
Right.
Every time you pass it, there's time, there's energy, there's electricity spent. So therefore, I know that they don't just strip it like crazy. I just not sold that the water is that big of a part. I don't think it's a big part. I think that it's a 1% part. I don't know why I think it's a 1% part. Another reason why I think it's a 1% part. I don't think there's a giant difference in some of these pot stills. If you have the same pot still in different parts of the Caribbean, I think it'll be hard to decipher. Like if you have a St. Lucia pot still and you have a Jamaica pot still, same setup, same operation on a different island, which means definitely a different water. I think the flavor profile would be such that you would not be able to decipher. One island apart, I don't, because like the island, it's just very similar. It's just very similar climate, very similar. Well, basically, if you have lime rock. If it is two lime rock producing countries,
right?
Lime rock producing countries, similar climate, right? Climate is also very important. I think climate is very, very important.
No, climate is very important
because like Barbados, we talked to the guy and he was like, "Oh yeah, word." Desmond is his name. I think Desmond, the guy who brought us to taste the steed.
Oh man, I don't remember.
I think it's Desmond is his name. Sorry if I forget your name. I'm pretty sure it was Desmond, but I'm not very good at names, right? So Desmond brought us over there. Yo, try the steed white. Delicious.
It was delicious.
$20. Honestly, I would give it would give the chairman's a run for his money. I would need to try them side by side. I want to do a white comparison for those two. I'll get a steeds and try to compare it, right? But as much as they try to sell me on water, I kind of agree. Guinness in Ireland is different tasting, better than what you get here in London, and we're in the same climate. You see, so he's saying that the water affects it, and for me, I just honestly believe that it's a very small portion. Like Guinness might be, I think Guinness might have more, the water might affect Guinness more than water would affect rum. Because rum flavors, remember, rum come from like a standard production type, right? If you do the fermentation the same, you get the same grain molasses. Fermentation, the same, right? You do the same 3-day fermentation or 5-day fermentation, right? You put it in a vendome still. The climate temperature between, you just try to keep that somewhat close, right? Up on the hills in Jamaica, a little cooler than down on the beach.
Right.
And some differences, right? But, it's like within a 5-degree difference, right? You do the same thing, you have different water. But if you have to strip down the water to a certain standard, that's where I just don't know how much you strip in this water.
Okay.
And that's where I my hold up is, right? Because I just know that being in water production, I know how you could strip water. Which honestly, there's no value in stripping water beyond what is necessary. So it is what it is. But we're on the brandy with Austin Rum Society at $75.
Yes, at $75.
What do you think?
Brandy.
John Doe 1 pot still, brandy. Tasting the pot. There's a smooth, lightly sweet finish on this. The John Doe aftertaste is kicking in after though. I can taste that pot still on the back end. I like it. You don't like it? What's your favorite so far? Yes. That is my favorite so far. But honestly, I think I like this more than I like the Florida Rum Society.
The brandy cask.
What are you thinking?
Yes, a light crisp.
Like a crisp apple. I never had apple before until like it's like crisp, like apple. Like I'm getting something there. Yeah, I think there's like an apple kind of vibe to it. Honestly.
Which apple brandy is made from
apples?
Fruits. Typical fruits.
Yeah, but sometimes there's
grape, apple,
sometimes there's apple.
pear.
What? I like it. I don't think it's
I like
decent.
it.
It's nice. There's a complexity to it. There's a slight apple crisp finish. There's different finish. There's a upfront taste. There's a mid taste that you get the brandy in, and then the finish is also like a more pot still kind of vibe, pot still flavor.
I like it.
But your favorite is
the Total Wine Concierge.
You see, that is why it's $120. You don't want to pay the price, but you like the flavor. No man, he's a wicked man. Wiggies.
9 years.
9 years. And that's the youngest so far.
Yeah. And now we are moving to Horizon Beverage. 14 years. Ex-Bourbon. John Doe 2.
And that was John Doe 1 before.
That was John Doe 1.
With Ex-Bourbon.
60%. 60.9%.
Love that. Was it 15 years or 14 years?
I feel like I'm going to love this.
So, this one was a gift from my friend David. David is my friend from college, business partner, everything. So, thank you, David. We're drinking in your honor today. All right. So,
with David.
David in Jamaica.
David always all over the place.
Yeah, David is my partner. David is a serious businessman. Like, Dave, since we leave college, David start 3 businesses so far, maybe 4. right? David is an entrepreneur kind of guy. You know, he like life excited. I don't think I could like life as exciting as David does.
See.
But
So
we got this from Burlington, and we met the guy who picked this one. No, that was the Homes K
that
guy.
was the Homes K,
Yeah. So this is bought this at Burlington in
Rainforest.
wait, sir.
Rainforest.
Read it out. Read out the notes there.
A surprising 100% pot still rum at cast strength, yet warm and smooth to the finish. Charred oak and scent from a rainforest. Welcome almonds, raisin, and ripe mango. And the mid palate. Stewed plums, hazelnut, linger over a long finish. I think I'm gonna love this.
Oh, jeez, watch me. So, funny enough, I've listened to the CEO and the master blender speak on Chairman's Reserve, and I've heard them talk about mango flavor. I've never had mango on a rum before, and I don't know. I eat a lot of mango. Like I've been eating mango from the time I come out with my mother. And I have never had a mango flavor on a rum before. Rashawn, why your paw so heavy and mine so light, pal? I think you're doing me injustices. Look at that. Look at that. People judge.
That's true.
Wicked. Wicked.
That's true. That's
okay. That's okay. You know. But yeah, I've heard.
Which one was the Vendome again?
We don't have a Vendome yet.
No, we don't have a Vendome. We haven't reached.
We have a blend, but we don't have any straight Vendome.
And I think this is the blend with the Vendome.
Vendome. Yeah, this is Vendome blend right here. We don't have a straight Vendome.
So just a slight recap.
Yeah.
Coffee Still, Florida Rum Society pick.
John Doe
1 and Coffee Still,
which is Total
Wine Peak, and John Doe 1 Pot Still
from Wiggy's,
Austin, and then we're on John Doe 2.
Yeah, which is ex-bourbon.
Ex-bourbon, yeah.
Wiggy's alone was brandy, right? So we have no Vendome only here. I tried Vendome recently. Rashawn didn't show up for the tasting, right?
Because, you have a Vendome, but you don't want to pull it.
No, okay. I do have a Vendome that I don't want to pull. Rashawn is calling out, right? So when I do these things celebrating the island, I honestly like doing the brand of the island, right? I really try to avoid putting in any outside brands. Just because I just want to celebrate the island.
Right, because this represents the true essence of St. Lucian rum.
Right, and this stuff you get on the island, well, these are of the brand, but not on the island, right? These are picks from the US. But I do like to just focus on the island brand on their Independence Day, because the island brand is what is known by the people, right? So like we are from the Caribbean, like born, raised in the Caribbean, but we out here in the US. So we know about the local brands, and I think that the local brand is Chairman's Reserve, is Bounty Rum, is Dandros. So I want to just drink those rums on this day to celebrate them and talk about the island itself, right? So that's just kind of how I try to run the tasting. I think I did do a video of the Hamilton Vendome.
You did.
So yeah, so guys, you can go back, check my videos, and you can see the rums that I did, and you can see that I did the Vendome, which I think even in that video I talked about how I don't know, maybe I did say it tastes kind of like a Jamaican hot rum or something like that.
It does give that vibes.
This is what I'm saying. Even if the island is different, like it wouldn't be exactly, it definitely wouldn't be exact, right? Because there's a lot of rum composition stuff. But remember, even when we did the tasting with I don't know if you were there on it, but you and I did the Hamden. We did the Hamden, and we did the taste of the Hamden. We saw how much the percentage of rum flavors, right? There's like a generic rum flavor, rum chemical, and then there's like a 0.4% of that rum chemical, which had about 10 other chemicals in there.
Right.
And those 10 chemicals was really giving the flavor.
Yes.
Which is what I'm saying, like, there's so much things. Like, a pot still rum, to me, any kind of rum, like, it's just hard for me to see how much the water affects it. I just think it's hard.
Next year, Rum Congress, we're going to the Friday classes.
Okay. I don't mind. I don't mind.
We're going to educate ourselves more.
Yeah, we need to educate ourselves more. But
we
then,
do though.
But I also feel like sometimes people try to sell us something.
That's true. You know, it could be a marketing thing. It could be a marketing term. You know, I agree with that.
Because, like, you know, like word always say, "Oh, we are on the beach.
We're on the beach. The salt and is blowing.
The salt blowing right in. And literally they show pictures. Like legit, is sun, and 20 feet after the sun, there's a building, and there's a still.
Yes.
You know, so they're really on the beach, which honestly affects how the wind, the temperature of the wind, the temperature of the distillery, which temperature affects these things.
Yes.
So I could see how you can market that, but water, I don't know how much is stripping that water. And calcium water is calcium water. It's just different amounts of calcium and magnesium and other things.
We use spring water. Phosphorus.
Yeah.
So next year we're gonna find out.
What?
Oh, about the water.
And honestly, like I legit know somebody who's working in that.
No, I know. Make it your point about the whole calcium thing and all of that.
Yeah.
It's just that, you know, it's like at work. My boss, right? Him like water, every water tastes the same.
No.
It is, you know, based off of all purified water is
no.
Me, I can actually pick out the different water. Like from springs, from different springs, because me have my favorite springs in America.
Yeah.
Me actually try if I find by water where closely related would let me feel like that I used to drink in Jamaica.
I don't like spring. I don't like.
I love spring water.
No. So the only American spring water I know about is Zephyr Hills, which tastes like trash. I do not like Zephyr Hills water at all. Right? I drink spring water back home. Like I know, like I've gone to springs, I've tested springs. I know how different spring waters can taste. But not all spring water tastes good.
No.
So that's my thing. But all right, what we on now?
We're on Horizon.
We're on Horizon or on Beethoven?
No, we're on Horizon.
Horizon, Jesus.
This is the mango.
Mango, they say. Oh, all I smelling is pot. Yeah, I really want to try these. I feel like I need to pour these side by side. Because this is John Doe 1, John Doe 2, and I was trying to figure out like what is the major difference between the two.
If only this was a bourbon.
I'm telling you, but I still gonna pour it back. I really want to just. Is there a John Doe 1 with just bourbon? Please let us know. All right, so this is my John Doe 1.
You said what it was?
Rotate this one.
Bourbon notes.
You get the bourbon notes on it.
Yes. The mango? I'm not sure about that part.
Okay. Wow. It's a lot. That's intense. It's flavorful. I get the mango. You know what it tastes like? I buy a lot of dry mango. I buy a lot of dried mango. Like I buy every brand of dry mango. Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, Publix, any brand of dried mango. And like we have a small store here called Melon. They have a spicy mango. I legit tasted that dried mango flavor. It is hot.
Remind me of the Haskell. I think the Haskell is similar to the Haskell, but I think the Haskell has a richer taste.
I can't remember the Haskell. But I swear I was recovering from COVID that time. Everything didn't taste very good to me.
Yes.
That time when I just came back from the cruise.
Yeah, you were just recovering.
I wasn't diagnosed with COVID at any point in time. But my taste buds was off. Everything I tried, I didn't really like. And that's why I didn't make any videos like the whole month of April, May, I think. I didn't make any videos. I didn't make videos until I felt like I was tasting good rums again.
Remind me so much of the Clemens. The bourbon notes.
Well, we just tried this?
Yeah.
We might need another next one, but this was expensive, pal. I know it was like $100 and something. David bought it for me. He bought this for me and he bought something else for me. I need to get David some special rums. I know what I'm gonna get David. So, but this here, I honestly did not need to pour back the 9-year John Doe 1. It's very different. Oh boy, no, seriously, seriously, I'm getting the the dry mango flavors of that I buy. I buy a lot of dry mangoes. I don't even need to go back trying the brandy, the John Doe one.
Oh no,
it's so different.
It's different. Light, the light crispy taste. You know,
Like I feel like I don't even know. Like I'm not even getting pot stills that much till like way down in the end. Like the flavor notes on that John Doe too is crazy different. That's amazing. Mm.
so no.
So stop. So far, what's your best two? I know what they are already now, but tell me, what's the best?
Yeah,
two?
these two.
And those two are over $100.
So what was your point?
My point is the price is accurate.
And about 14.
14 years.
I'll go buy another Haskell pick.
Watch me. 14 years in the St. Lucia sun, and this is a blend of John Doe one and coffee at 51%, which is probably my problem with this one here. This is about $120. This I think would be a what was what?
This not bad.
Check the prices and see what was the total wine concierge pick. Because this is 60%. In fact, you may need to check the prices on both of them. I'm pretty sure it's 120, at least 120. On this one, on the Horizon, which I got from Burlington. And man, Burlington is a great company. I sent my friend there. You know, I bought the Mauritius, which you gotta do the Mauritius. We gotta do the Mauritius review. Bought the Mauritius, bought two Mauritius, bought the Horizon pick, and I think the guy gifted us the home ski, one of the home ski rums, which the cheaper one, the green label one. So definitely shout out to Burlington Liquors in Massachusetts. I'm not sure if it's actually in Boston, probably it is. They have a lot of rums there. They had the raising glasses before a lot of people. They had the raising glasses really early. They have a very wide selection of rums. So, guys, any of you guys are in Boston, please do not forget. I love to send people to the sellers that are selling a lot of rums, selling good rums. I want to make sure you guys go there.
$105.
$105. Which one?
The total wine pick.
The total wine pick. Okay. All right. So now go to the excuse me. Go and pull up go on Burlington Liquors or like I think Burlington Liquors. Yo, you're very fast at searching. I never even thought of searching like that. Right? But so $105 for this one, right? And this is your first or your second. Which one you would see?
That one tough.
Which one would you put ahead of which one?
Oh no, that's the forgotten. No, same forgotten.
Type Burlington and see. Add Burlington to your search question. No, you just like all the other same things like for Horizon, Liquor. You know what? You're very good at searching. I'm not even trying to dictate how you search. I need to learn. I need to pull out my pad. You probably need to type search Horizon or something. Chairman's Horizon or something. But so far for me, the Horizon is the most unique thing I've tried. No if ands or buts about it. These people keep on talking about mango.
And like, it's not on this side.
Not on this side anymore. Yeah, but it was on the site before. I'm pretty sure it was 120 or 140 or something like that. So we just, I don't know. Right? But so far, I would say the Horizon. And the Horizon was the most expensive one. So, I just saying that it is priced accurately. I just say that all of that to say it is priced accurately. Mm.
You good? Oh, when I do this, right.
Whew. Whew. Guys,
Wow.
something wrong the wrong way. We're just poured there again. Oh, so you're trying to decide?
Yeah.
All right, so you decide on. I saw that somebody mango. As a man who does drink dried mango, eat dry mango. It's a drink, no?
Very different.
I gotta eat dry mango. I could understand where they get the mango flavor from. Because I keep on looking. I don't know if St. Lucians eat a lot of dry mango. I don't know what you know about drinking. I know St. Lucians eat a lot of dry mango. But as a man that eat a lot of dry mango, I get in that flavor, that vibe, right? But so far, Horizon winning, and it is the most expensive one.
I'm going with the total wine pick.
Really?
Why? Because feel like the Horizon pick the bourbon notes that I'm getting.
Yeah. I even get bourbon notes. I didn't even get bourbon notes.
This feels like a cast Trent Clement.
No, pal. Me and you very different on that one.
Try Clement beside it.
Well, I know Clement is like I drink plenty. We drink plenty Clement.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that.
See, yesterday I was drinking some bourbon.
No.
Not that one that you're drinking now. That's the total wine.
This to me tastes more bourbon than the Horizon.
Really?
Yeah. Guys, just in case you don't know, Rashawn and I don't have the same brain or the same taste buds.
Which is good, you know. We don't have to always agree.
That I agree. To me, the total wine tastes more bourbon. I'm not the biggest bourbon fan. To me, that Horizon is the best thing so far. Because I like dry mango and it tastes like dry mango. And that one, I pretty sure I get that full and I drink that shit down.
Yeah, I can't believe you drink this.
But watch me.
So this must be good.
I don't know, maybe it was just a stressful time at work.
I already know this is gonna be my favorite.
Really?
Yeah, because it has Vendome in it. So this is Chairman Reserve Baytown Wine and Spirits, 15 years.
How much is that one? How much was that one? Look it up and see how much
No, you won't find this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this one stopped.
There's
no Chairman Reserve barrel pick on the website.
I got this in the trade.
I think it was under $100 though.
Jay?
Or close.
Watch me. Best trade ever.
2 barrels. Port cast too. Port cast. Since 2008.
I licked that down so quick. Like 15 years. Watch me. I don't know, it was a tough month of work, I think. I had so much work getting done that every night I was just pouring, man. And I was just enjoying it. It's good. Good stuff.
So 50% John Doe 1, 50% Vendome. 2 barrels Baytown pick, 15 years.
Yeah.
51%. I see they like there's something with them on 51%.
Yeah. A lot of their rums, so 51%, 51%, 51%. So three of the picks is 51%. There's one at 60.9 and one at 57.7. Right? So I really appreciate that they stick in the 50s. At least. And I know, even when we was talking with this guy, we friend from Jamaica.
Robert.
So Robert
Gordon.
Master Blender.
Master Blender for Clarendon Distillers at Long Pond.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have spoken to him and we said, yo, they have the national rums of Jamaica. They have this high-end line that they're producing, right? Which they sold a 46.7% rum, 15 years ITP, Long Pond, for $160.
In some places.
170 where I bought it.
Some places 200.
So yeah, which I found was crazy, right? Because to me, it was the slightly older big brother to the Appleton 12. Slightly higher proof, slightly better tasting profile. That's why I see it as a rum. Mind you could get an Appleton 12 for $40. So 3 times the price? No, 4 times the price? Insane. This is a first edition, limited, only so much bottles created, which is a lie, because they had a 2,300 and something number, then they had like a 2,000 number.
Right.
The ones in Jamaica had a 2,000 number.
Yes.
Which I bought one of those. Then they had the foreign numbers, which was 23 something.
Right.
Right. So I literally had at least 4,000 bottles.
Yes.
4,000 bottles of 46.7%. It's madness.
Remember, it's the first distillery release.
Pal. Madness, right?
You know, all he needed to do was jump the 45 to 57, 58. And he could justify that price tag.
100%. 100%, if they had given a proper percentage, it'd have less complaints. But for me, no, sir.
But remember, to some, it's the best Jamaican rum ever.
That person's a liar, pal. That person that live with the devil.
You're calling
watch me.
Those people.
Watch me. Watch me. For you to tell me that with that straight face, you don't like rum, pal.
This guy, I think he sets his notification with this rum.
Yeah.
Anytime anybody write about this rum, he's in the comment section. Best rum ever.
Yeah. Which is just untrue. It is very untrue.
Yeah, because I screenshot the mother and said, look at here, look here again. Best rum ever, all the time.
It is untrue. It is factually untrue. It's factually untrue because the Homeskey ITP 15 is better. By a mile. And it's what, 50%?
Your ITP was a 56 or 59?
56, I think. 56 point something. I think that's what it is. I don't know. I don't take it. I just know that 46 ain't it. Right? 46% just ain't it. Right? So this one here, Rashawn said this is supposed to be his favorite. 51%. Blend of Vendome and John Doe 1.
Wow.
He's wowing over here. What do you say?
It's tough.
It ain't tough at all. There's some sweeter notes. There's also some more acetic kind of notes.
Similar. Feel like it's like a younger brother to the Horizon.
Yeah, I would say that. Dry mango, salt, briny. Good flavor, good balance. And this bottle here was about how much?
What this one?
This
This
is
we
the
can't
tongue.
find. Oh, and this is the podcast finish.
Yeah.
I think it was like 100. Still saying this is number one.
Yeah. Horizon is the most unique. Horizon is the most unique.
Cast. That's the only cast strain one.
Yeah. The only one at 60. These are easier drinking, which I appreciate. I appreciate easy drinking, but I also like to be wowed. I like to, and that what happened to Horizon. Horizon, I finally get that dry mango flavor. I find the mango flavor so intense that I taste it. Because they've been saying that their rums have a mango flavor. Like, why don't have mango flavor, pal? Like, I remember listening to it. And what her name is? The CEO, what she name is? Marriott, something. I can't remember. But we just saw she was commenting on the other rum page there about this guy's St. Lucia rums. But yeah, and this says what is it? Before we get to that one, the Beatong says St. Lucia Distillers has been experimenting and blending of distillates and maturations over 2 decades. Each of these releases has been chosen for its unique characteristics and share our pursuit of the art of blending periodically a single batch bottle release as a limited edition. Okay, so then we go into the tasting. So I feel like everybody just pick what they want to say.
Yeah.
Because they start about plums and things.
Yeah, each one, and that's what
no,
you like.
This one these three have like a kind of generic statement. But then this one here, which was from Fella Rum Society, and Horizon have a unique statement being made. So you could choose whether you want to do the generic thing. Which apparently some of them did.
The single batches have that statement. The single cast different and the master selection is different.
Okay, so I don't know how you hang on, you're swinging, but Horizon for the win. Horizon, $100 and something. Only 266 bottles out there. Winner, chicken dinner. Alright, so we will move on
to a more balanced,
which I think
premium.
We made crazy decisions today, right? Because we went cask strength 50-something%, and now we're gonna just go down in the 40s.
Yeah, right, so it's like in sports, you have to warm up, and then you play
the game.
But also after like at training, and after you finish training hard, there's something called a warm down, a cool down, and you stretch because so we're actually warming down right now.
All right.
Yeah. So we warm up. Yeah. Then we train. Yeah, that's the game we play. Yeah. Now we have to
cool down.
You have to cool down.
Right. So all these here, I think is about the 46%. What number percent is that? 46.
46. And this is actually 2016. You were right. It's smart on it.
Oh, okay.
November 2016.
This is 40. This is 45. 45. 46. All right, we're going in the right direction. We're doing some things.
Right. So this is 19 St. Lucian Distillers 1931, celebrating 85 years of St. Lucian rum making. Bottled November 14, 2016. This is the 6th edition.
Right. So they had many after. And I didn't try this. So I didn't try this rum. This is another one of those rums that I didn't try in the previous video I made. Because I have so little in the bottle, I want to make sure that there was enough here for Rashawn.
How nice of you! How generous!
Watch me.
And when I'm over my house, just drinking rum.
Exactly. Yeah, son. Rashawn don't think about me. Right? That just shows you how this relationship is. You don't think about me, but I was like, yo, I'm making this video. No, I really want Rashawn to try this. I always try to save him something, But sometimes I had to remind him 10 times to remember to drink out rum. Yo, the butter get loose. Alright, this is but remember, this is 2016, 2024.
This been around the block and back.
Yeah, this has been around the block. And this also is from Jay Ferguson. We did the trade. This is one of the things that he traded me for. So happy to, to do this in celebration of St. Lucia's Independence Day 2016. No, yes, 20. What crazy is that talking? This is celebration of St. Lucia's 45th Independence Day, which is this year, not 2016. I don't know what madness in my head. Right? You have a little bit left. Maybe I could hold back something for next year when I celebrate the 46th anniversary. Hopefully I want to put all these in a box so I don't drink them out. So I'm able to.
That's what I need to do.
Yeah, I want.
Because sometimes I drink down my rum them so far too. I'm like, why? Why?
This year, so?
And then I have to start hiding them from myself. So I move them around the back.
This is gonna be out here.
That's why I didn't bring the Haskell, because I hide the Haskell from myself.
Why you hide the Haskell?
Because it's this amount leave.
But we're doing tastings, man.
I searched for it last night. Couldn't find it.
Yeah, that was honestly like I had to look. I had to dig through everything to find all these. I couldn't find this the last time. I couldn't find the white rum either. I had to go through a bunch of stuff to find them. So far so good. Anyhow, we're going back the 6th edition, 2016, celebrating the 85th of St. Lucia rum making.
Right, and this is a distillate from 3-pot still, from all 4 stills.
Right.
3-pot still and the coffee column still.
Right. And the coffee column still was
complexity, harmony, and balance.
And honestly, they're very good at blending. I no lie, their blends are very delicious. Or maybe if it makes 4 good tasting rums, they have to taste good.
Props and the mental clarity. This are
what's me?
This is called what would I call this? An alcoholic session.
Maybe. So what we've been doing, we've been pouring off the extras, right? So we have all these other extras that we could drink for later. I've been trying to convince restaurant to jump on the bandwagon.
That's right.
You're doing good, man. Yeah, we're doing our best not to drink off too much, and just keep on.
But based off of so much sessions we did in the past, with tolerance level like.
Yeah, we tell ourselves up there.
Up there, like.
Yeah. We're sipping slow, we're talking, we're drinking water, so we very much, we're doing
and good. I think that's Rossers was speaking about. So did you see his video that he posted the other night?
About not drinking as much.
About not drinking as much.
Yeah.
And then past 12 o'clock.
Yeah, you're gonna stop at 12 and
stuff like that.
Yeah. I saw that. Dude, watch me. All power to you, because last night, alright, so I came home from work, I took a nap. I started working like around 11 o'clock last night on some other stuff. And I worked from after 11 to 3 o'clock this morning. After 2. So I was all this time, you know what I had? I had 1 3-ounce sample. And I put a little bit more on my Australia. Australia moving, pal.
Australia. Which one?
2013. Pal, should I buy more, pal? Australia move. I don't move the Australia. The Australia don't move.
They catch it $100.
I need to, I need to find out a good cheap rum, which is why I put the barrel with just the Jamaican rum.
You see, if we had known, we could have buy a bunch of them.
Yeah.
But I think they catch us is when they were shipping and they're like, wait, are we selling this rum for $50?
Pal, they lose on that,
Because all we pay, the shipping was $20-something.
For 2.
Yeah.
Right. So $60-something.
Yeah, no tax. I don't think there was tax.
That's good. I like this one. Surprisingly kind of hot on the nose. Smell some of the pot still in there. It's one at John Doe 1 and 2. Like a citron type of nose. Ooh, you taste it how it is. You're overwhelmed. It's only 46%. No. Oh, okay. What you saying?
More approachable.
Very much more approachable. Drinking like water. Salt. dry mango,
more balance.
acetone, easy drinking. And that's the thing. Only drinking 50s and 60s.
Yeah, this is for these rums are for me and you.
Yeah.
And rough spirits.
Yeah.
And others.
Yeah.
This is for
the everyday drinker.
The everyday drinker when you want to kick back.
Yeah.
You know, you take out a cigar.
Yeah. This is a casual rum drinker. Because really and truly I could just down the rest of this. Good flavors, very balanced. Getting the nice. I'm getting the hint of that mango flavor. I'm getting some of the acetone flavor. I'm getting some of that fruitiness. I like it. A rum session like this, if you don't have the finances, or you don't want to have the finances to buy all these rums, because no matter how broke you, they can spend all their money behind rums, right?
This is over $1,000 worth of rum.
Yeah.
Easily.
Hands down. Like, just here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 100, these 70, this could be about 80 or so. 80 or so plus this. $400 right here. Between the 5 bottles, at least 400.
Yeah.
Between these, another 400.
Another 400, 500, yeah.
Yeah, about $1,000 in rums.
1, 2, 3, we have 5 more to go.
Yeah. Well, 4. We ain't popping this one. Right, this one here.
Oh, yeah, 4.
I feel I'm gonna save this till next year.
You should.
Yeah. I need to try to collect some more. Right? I need to try to collect some more.
Didn't you get it's there? Didn't you
have 2?
Oh.
I have one with a box, one without a box.
Okay, didn't you get one from Congress?
This one.
Which is every year they release. This is number 2.
Yeah.
Last year was the Ruby finish. Port Ruby or something like that.
Yeah, the port, which is this one here. I think I get this one in the tray too. I have both of them. Yes.
You're right.
And I had bought this one here in St. Lucia. Right. So we have rums. Guys, don't as Rough Spirit says, we holding we own. We're going to that. I probably need to re-up Russia on the water. I need to give half of my water bottle. Well, I need to pour half into yours. Yeah. No, I have one more in front of them, man.
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
All right, so he's good. All right,
so now we're moving on to
this one, which is the HMS Royal Oak, Admiral George B. Rodney, 1st Battalion Rodney KB, 1718 to 1792. He's a brilliant naval strategist, inevitably gambled, and an unscrupulous collector of the spoils of war. He forever is remembered as the admiral that broke the French line at the Battle of Saints, thus ensuring British dominion over the Caribbean. By the spring of 1782, the French fleet, led by Admiral de Guise, was greedily eyeing the Caribbean sugar island. However, Rodney knew de Guise's intentions and pursued and confronted the French on April 12th, and the famous Battle of the Saints began. 2 fleets met on opposite course inline, as was conventional near Les Illes, the Saints. But sudden changes in wind confused the French, and gaps appeared in the line. With a flash of tactical genius, Rodney ordered his ships to turn 90 degrees and break the French line. And in doing so, the guns on both sides of the English ships were brought to bear on the French, with little risk of return fire. De Guise couldn't reform his line, and in the late afternoon, his 130-gun flagship, Ville de Paris, struck her colors, giving Rodney victory and the English hegemony in the Caribbean. Admiral Rodney series of award-winning rum celebrated famous naval battle and toast the courage and valor of British sailors who broke the line in the vanquish of the French fleet, which is funny, right? Because we are here. So in Saint Lucia, the standard language of school and everything is English. However, the native language is a patois, a French patois. So, like the Haitian dialect, Saint Lucia dialect is also very heavily French based, which is also funny. Like even
It is.
Even Trinidad and Tobago,
I just remember
French.
They were comparing
a French dialect still exists in Trinidad and Tobago up to the 1900s. The native language was a French dialect. I don't know if French is easier to learn or what it is, because as much as a lot of these islands switch ownership a long time, there are several islands that still has a lot of French influenced language, even though they have been owned by the English for many years.
Right.
So, very odd. Shout out to the French. It is what it is, right? So, we are now been videoing since sometime 2 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been 2 hours over now.
Yeah, at least 2 hours.
Easily.
Wow. Yeah, we've been doing this. We did this for a while, but we continue. Yes, we have a lot of mental clarity. And we've been Rashad have some rum to go home with. Yeah, so he could go and chug that before he jump in his car if he wants.
Ah.
So
Royal Oak.
The Royal Oak.
Yeah, let me see if I should buy it.
We'll see. So I haven't tried this in quite some time.
I like the color.
So this is a blend of 6 to 12 year in bourbon casks. All coffee still, aged in American white oak. Yeah. All the Almaronis is coffee stills, unless specifically stated. Coffee still. I think even this one here, well, this is a blend, right?
A blend of all four.
No, a blend of all four. But I think the Almaronis are all column still, which is why when John Guller says he likes things, I'm always kind of hesitant because I know he likes coffee stills. But he picked the coffee still
Flat Society.
Yeah. You smell the wood on this thing. And the wood and more wood. Little vanilla. Which is funny because this is only this says 6 to 12 years. But it's quite woody. But again, these people leave their barrels in the sun. Like they legit have like I don't know if I saw pictures or what, but in my mind, for some reason, all I'm seeing is like a huge concrete pad with stacked barrels. What you getting? You had a response, a reaction.
This is completely different.
Really?
From
well
it should be, right?
Yeah. What you getting?
Yeah. This is
I need to hear some notes, pal.
Sweet. Chocolate.
As you saying, sweet.
Some spice at the end.
Wood. Chocolate. Like white pepper or something on the end. Not a lot of spicy flavors.
No.
But this to me is a quintessential column still premium rum drinker rum. One of the guys who like column still rums. But it's a good quality balance, no sugar added column still rum. I like it. Yeah, I complain about this.
Chocolate.
But again, it's column still, so it's very light. There was some rum. Oh, you know what it was? The bottom still was off for the further Rum Society. It was like the little brother to the Rum Society.
Yes, yeah. You can taste the relation though.
Yes. And the funny thing is, this pick, right? So this is about $70 or $74 a total wine.
Yeah.
And this Further Rum Society, which I think is this one, you could get for $60 at Jensen's. Right? So guys, you can't. This is 57. 57.7%. If you could drink strong rums, 57.7%, $60. Available today at Jensen's. Jensen's number 1 store and Jensen's number 2. So if you guys looking, you get those. This, however, is what, 40 or 46%? 40%.
Yeah.
40%. Blend of 6 to 12 years at 40%. This is, was that 11?
11 years.
11
years coffee still.
11 years coffee still. So they're both coffee still.
They're both coffee still.
Way higher proof.
Way higher proof.
17 plus percentage higher of alcohol, more than this. At a lower price.
Yeah, which is why I tell you, this is a fabulous deal.
Buy that 10 times.
Yeah, that's what I tell you earlier.
Yeah.
I say, hey, I think I might just go buy one more.
You see the thing about this is the presentation.
Yeah.
This presentation.
This is premium. This is a more premium feel, premium bottle, premium box.
Yeah. Like you put this on the shelf, people look at it like, yo, you get money.
Right.
You understand? But people look at you.
And for the casual drinker, I think they would more likely. Like, oh, this is
for a casual person who usually drink 40%,
right,
45% dish spirits, this would work. But you and I, we'll go with that one. Yeah, like no, it is what it is. There is a rum for everyone.
There is,
right? There's the white rum. For me, honestly, I like the white rum. Tastes good. There's the bounty. Some people might like the bounty. There's the spice rum. There's spice rum lovers. Right, I love to try spice rums. Make sure I'm trying to charge them up.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Because I've been scared if they're hearing me and you just like whispering in the corner. So we're gonna move on to the officer release,
which is a new one is released every year. Yes. And this is release number 1.
Right. So you have release number 1.
Nice bottle. Nice presentation.
And the cork. They update the cork. So same bottle from the previous. New cork, more gold on the cork, gold on the top. I love it. All right, so.
Yeah, that's a bottle somebody would come in your house and like, oh, what's that? Like,
yeah, exactly. Bring your glasses, pour it up. Right, this time I was trying to pour like I said last time. I was saying, oh, I'll show you pour heavy. I was really me that poured the bottle. So I'm hoping to hold on to some of these for next year. And next year that'll be it. For most of these, they're not going to last past next year. Right, so we have the port finish. They talk about Alma Rodney again on the back of the box. Cellar Master Select, cast from 2006. These rums are aged in white American oak bourbon barrels, then placed in 13-year-old port-made European cask, further aged for 9 months. So I guess it aged up to 13 years. It was worded very weirdly, right? These rums were aged in American oak casks and originally in bourbon aging. This rum was then placed in 13-year-old port cask. Like, I don't understand that one. Like that seems kind of weird. I'm assuming it's 13-year-old rums placed in port cask for 9 months, right? So
yes, yeah, it's a podcast finish. So
podcast finish. So 9 months in port. Any comments?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like people like probably go on and like, oh, they're still there.
Yeah, they come on. They're like, yo, these guys still talking.
Guys, we're not done.
We're not done
because
we're really trying to do
we're supposed to do 2 more. I don't know how.
2 more what?
Video.
All right, so
the two should be a quick review of Rum Congress.
Okay, we're gonna have to do that,
and probably we have to do a Navy Black Barrel pot still.
I seen them, but I was like, okay, well, right?
Let's see, we'll see.
Because in my mind, I don't know. I just feel like we can just combine that video. What we do, we reviewing Mount Gay. We talking about Mount Gay, but we kind of reviewing Mount Gay, but we talking about Rum Congress.
Oh no, we can do 2 in 1, no problem.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because a man had to get to working up. I legit have work to do.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. So we finish that and we just combine.
Yeah, we will combine those two. What? Anyhow, let's go. So, pod finish. 13 year. 13 and 6 is how much?
13 and 6?
This is 19. So 2019. Well, it's 2006 and
okay.
13 years. 2019 plus 9 months. 2014. Am I right? No, not right. 13 and 6 is 2019. 19 and 9 months is 2020. Okay. That kind of makes sense. They have no information on this. I don't even know. This is 2009.
Right.
This is 11 years plus 9 months.
Okay, so that's 2020. 2020.
But they say this is 13 years. Seller's cast exceptional from 2006. 2006, 13 years.
What else say?
11 years but and 9 months.
But you never say something about 2009. No?
Yeah, the front just said they still in 2009. Select exceptional cast 11 years, finished for 9 months in whiskey class. And then this is 2006. 13 years with 9 months. So they both add up to the same amount of years. 13 and 6 is 2019.
Okay. It was placed in 13-year-old podcast.
For 9 months.
Right. 9 for 9 months.
I don't know.
But it's 2006 though.
Exactly.
Just
this says Master Seller selected cast age 13 years to be finished. So this said the exceptional cast age for 13 years to be finished for 9 months in port. It's not we, it's them. The English language behavior crazy. Maybe they both come out the same time.
The 2009.
Yeah?
The 2009.
Yeah. But 11 months or 11 years. 11 and 9. 11 and 9 is 20. Plus 9, 21. Maybe like 21 and it's 20. 2009 plus 11 is 2020. Plus 9 months. This is 6 and 13. 2019 plus 9 months. Yeah, it's 1 year apart. So this is 2020, 2021. We're not wrong. They're not wrong. They're not wrong. All right, so what are we on?
Podcast
finish.
Officer release number 1.
I get column still and wine and port.
Yeah.
It's very straightforward. Kind of hot on the nose.
Definitely get the influence of the barrel on this one. But finish.
I was like, which barrel? Oh, yes, I get the port.
Yeah, you get the port. So different from the Royal Oak and all the other ones.
But it still kind of tastes like the little brother to the I'm trying to get the port. I could understand how the base product is column still. Immediately. Yeah. So, well, you have at least 3 ounces each in this thing here.
That's your rum barrel.
It's gonna be no
infinity barrel.
I never put anything that I sip on, I don't put back in infinity.
No, I know. Yeah.
But this year, so I will put it in the little oak and age bottles, which right now 4 of them full up with the things from the trip
from Rum Congress.
Which we might need to pull that out and taste and figure out what we really get in Rum Congress. Yeah, so we can't even do that today. We'll do that another day, pal. But we have to figure out what we get in Rum Congress. Because I remember getting, so we can taste it and find out. But we don't even know. I remember getting somebody Barbados I remember getting, I think I get one of the bourbon court, and I don't know what else I get. We didn't even bring that. You have soft, no?
Yeah, stuff. I didn't bring that.
Maybe next time. Remember what you get? You don't know?
Yeah, I know what I get.
But we still need to review Rum Congress.
So you want to
we can review Rum Congress with those, and then we'll come back and give tastings from Rum Congress.
Yeah, we can.
We can do that. All right. Guys, so over 2 hours now we on this thing.
So we have what, one more?
2 more, because we have this.
Oh, 2 more, right.
We have the release number 2, which we got to try at Rum Congress. Right.
Yes, Officer's Release number 2.
Which is 11 years. Age for 11 years. Regular bourbon cask, and then 9 months in whiskey cask.
So that's the thing. 11 years, 9 months in
whiskey.
In a specific.
Right. And this is from 2009. So 2009 plus 11 is 2020 plus 9, 2021-ish, right? That's this one right here.
So the next one that they choose is going to be finished for 9 months also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, I don't know when we're going to get that one. Maybe they was there, because there was so much rums in front of us. I might have videos, I might not have videos. It's freaking tough, man. All right, so for me to be number 2, I'm getting definitely.
Have you tasted Irish whiskey before?
Yeah. You know what? Jameson? I think the only Irish whiskey.
Slave Master James.
I've tried Jameson. I've tried. I think I've tried. I don't think I was a rum taster when I tried Jameson. I really can't tell you. I tried.
I think there's one called Red Breast.
Red Breast. I haven't tried much whiskeys. I have one peated whiskey. I have like Alba or something like that. Alberg. Something like that. Like
Ardbeg?
I've tried Alberg, because that's peated.
That's peated, yes.
But I've also tried another one like Alberg or something like that. It's in a black box. I have like the 16 year in my house right now. So I've tried several whiskeys. I like that one.
Yeah, that one is good.
A lot more flavor.
I rather this one than the port finish.
More rounded, sweeter flavors. More depth. And they got they got off lower of the column still.
I feel that's what I'm getting. That's good.
Yeah. The release 1 and release 2. If you get release 2, I would buy it 100 times before I buy release 1. Like, I just think
100 times.
Yeah, no, release 1 to me was a bit thin. I got the port finish.
You get the port.
I got the port finish. It was decent, but these releases are probably like at least $70 or so, right? I don't want to spend $70 at a lower proof. I'll buy release number 2 before I buy release number 1. Like, it's just a bit. Release 1 with the port finish is a bit thin to me. Like, I just couldn't. I couldn't justify the price, flavor. It just wasn't there for me, right? So we are on our last one. We're going to our last one right now of the St. Lucia rums. I'm gonna end with the Ruby, which is the 40th anniversary release. I don't know why they didn't do a 45th anniversary release.
Say there's something.
Tell me.
Officer release. 130.
Woo!
That's why I'm gonna go look it up, because I know. So I'm like, let me go make sure before I said it. So podcast 130.
130. So literally, so legit we have over. Which class they're talking about there?
Podcast 130. The Irish whiskey 130.
Okay, so and that's the only 2 they have.
Yeah, that's the only 2.
So Yeah, we have over $1,000 worth of rum. So I would say this one was probably 100. I don't know. I don't know where they sell it. How much they sell that?
That I think that should be more since it's our 40th
It should be
anniversary
more.
release.
It should be more. So say 130, 130, 130. 3 times 130 is 390. Plus this at 70. At least 500. Plus all of this. This is 100. This here, 100. 100. I think this one was 100. So yeah, we have $1,000 worth of rum on the table
Do you
at
think
regular cost price.
do you think the Admiral Rodney, the officers release, are worth $130?
No, I would pick these if I pick these.
It have no effect.
Yeah. Sorry, these here to me for the bottle presentation. And the thing about this is that people like you and I, we drink rums, we drink strong rums, we are collectors. Not really collectors, we are tasters, we are like rum drinkers, like aficionados. We're more sophisticated. We're not just drinking. There's few who drink more rums than us, but they drink a lot of cheap rums, right? They drink Rare Nephew and they drink Dandros, and that's all they're drinking.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's
They're
the
not
start
drinking,
and the end of it.
Yeah. The start and the end is strong rum, 60 plus, right? Cheap, 60 plus rums. And the people like you and I who drink the taste rums. And we usually, in the 50s is where the pinnacle of tasting usually happens.
Yes.
Right? 60 sometimes could be overpowering. 50s is usually where all the flavor is at. You could get some heavy flavors in the 40s with a lot of aging and lower columns. Bottom of the columns, pot stills in the 40s could work. But if you're going column, you have to be in the 50s a lot of times. Or you have to be really low column, low on the plates on the column to get the flavors, right? So for me, column stills 130, I couldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I didn't even this one here, the 1931 is $100. It's a hard buy for me because I like higher proof spirits. But the flavor, the balance, the combination of the different stills, the flavor profile is really good. I think it's about 46%. Yeah, 46%. So 46% blend of column is very good to just average guy, not you and I, an average rum enthusiast. $100 hands down. I could see $100 blend of pots and columns. Good blend is good at $100. I would buy this before I'd buy this. $70 column still, I'll buy this before at $100. More flavor, more complexity, more things to really compare and contrast. This here, I wouldn't buy 130 ever. Not no matter how, like maybe if I'm super rich and 130 wouldn't bother me, maybe because I want to collect it. Not maybe because I want to drink it. This I would buy to drink. The port finish I just think was too thin, too light. There's a little port flavor on it, but wasn't nothing to compliment. No, at any price point, I just don't think this was really like amazing. This here, I think was really good. I think that even though I drink in the 50s and 60s, I would drink a bottle of this. Put me on an island with this, can't complain. It's not the best thing, but it's not something to complain about. If I had to pay for it, I'd be like, yo, could I get like, something? I could have drink the white. Flavor, like that's it. Like I really like flavor complexity, and I just think that the column still doesn't always do it for me, unless it comes really low on the column.
Feel like they overpriced the officer's release.
Yeah, the 130 limited. I think they're getting away with something there. I honestly think that they were getting away with something there. You know, a limited bottle, you don't really have to sell all of it. It's only 2,000 bottles or 3,000 bottles or something like that you probably produce per year. Well, you only produce it once. that year basically.
True. So that accounts for a
Yeah,
little more
you're
a
not.
higher price point.
Yeah, you're not really producing. You're not mass producing 6,000 bottles or even. I don't know. I don't think you're not producing 10,000 bottles definitely, and you're most likely not producing 6,000 bottles. So
Just like the it's okay.
so for me, office number 2, I think that's closer to the price. The value is close to the price point of office 1, right? Officer 1. But on a real, like, I'll buy 2. Probably wouldn't buy any of these. I'll probably buy this one. I'll buy all of those. All of those, these here, value for money. So, guys, if you guys know that there's a barrel pick anywhere out there, I'll pick up a barrel pick any day of the week. Any day of the week, $60 to $100, $100 and something dollars. I haven't been disappointed in any of those at their price points. I really haven't, right? So, I'm going to go on to the last one of this pick. Then we're going to have to take a break and regroup ourselves for the next video, right? Or we need to do a Rum Congress review. We'll do the next Rum Congress review on YouTube, and we'll do it on Instagram.
Oh,
go on Instagram and do a video. So this here is a blend, and honestly, I respect, and this made me just respect the hell out of these guys even more, right? So the Ruby 1979 St. Lucia Rum 40th anniversary Ruby Reserve is a blend of coffee and pot column stills originating from molasses and sugarcane, and the sugarcane is from the island itself, right? Going to the traditions of both British and French rum making skills, blend contains 49.5 coffee column still, Asian American white oak barrels between 6 and 12 years. You know they love that blend. The 6 and 12 is like the traditional thing. Honestly, they didn't really do age statements until these. They just did a bunch of blends, right? Distillates are all molasses based for that coffee still, right? Then you go to 50.5% blend from our John Doe 1 and Vendome pot stills. These rare rums will age in American white oak barrels as well as Spanish brandy barrels. 28% of the 55.5% of these pot stills maturates comes from both molasses base, while 22.5% is from fresh sugar cane juice. I don't understand because you have 28% of pot still marinade come from molasses base, while 20.5. Where is the rest of the base coming from? Like, yo, these guys are wild in the specificity. 22.5% are from fresh sugar cane grown in the surrounding fields of distillate in the fertile Rosé. It could be Roseau Valley, right? I don't know how you pronounce it in St. Lucia because you could stick with the French pronunciation, Roseau, or you could say Rosé or Roseau. I don't know which one you go with, or just Rose. I don't know, right? But age of the molasses-based pot still distillate range from 8 to 12 years, while the age of the sugar cane rums are 6 to 8.
So this is a blend of sugarcane juice and molasses.
This is a of sugarcane juice and molasses and 4 different pot stills and Spanish brandy barrels. Like, these guys pulled out all the stops for this one.
Right? It must be expensive.
I respect the hell out of this one. It could be expensive, or it could just be, yo, we celebrate in the country. We're gonna sell it for 100. We're gonna sell it for 80. I don't know. 100. No, because because they have these here that's selling for like 70 and 80 on the island, right? At the duty free. So for rare rum, you could possibly sell it for 100, or you could sell it for more, right? But I just saying that you could sell it for less, right? And this rum boy shop, what he said about it. I like this guy's stuff. 100 to 150 in St. Lucia, right? So you could possibly get it at the duty free for $100, $120 or so, right? 2019. Right, so he will show the details of it. So happy from that one.
50% pot still, 49%.
Yeah, which they said it all right here. So to me, I tried it before. I liked it. I want to know now if Rashawn likes this one. somebody had a 750 ml. 737.
Yeah.
337 ml. Right? So, Rashawn, try it and let me know. Because I tried it before.
Oh, you tried it before?
I tried it before, but I really want to get your tasting notes. Want to know how much you like it and stuff like that. You know, this is, I think, about 46%. 46%, 700 ml. So far, 100 to 150 on the island.
Slight burn on the nose.
Slight burn. Give some more notes, man, Rashawn. Give it the notes.
Right now,
I get a lot of pot in there.
This score up everything.
No, because like we started off, I don't know. I'm getting a lot of pot flavor. So they said 50.5% pot stills. I don't even know I got a lot of pot still a minute ago. What you got in? You're waiting on Rashawn right now.
Some sugar cane juice. You can taste it. You know, guys, it's blended.
Oh, sorry. I never see Rashawn taste so many times before he give any kind of notes. Right? Normally, the notes firing, but today, but for this one here, he's very reserved on providing notes to you guys.
This one.
Like it's challenging. I just wet my palate. Sweet, dry fruits, hot, little sweetness, a honeysuckle kind of vibes. On the notes, on the nose, again, pot still. Like it's not. You see, things like, because a blend of so many, I'm not getting very strong flavors of any specific pot. What's going on, Rashawn? You throw out the rest. You haven't give me notes. You haven't give me notes. You throw it out. I don't understand what just happened there. The man just pour out the rest, and the man ain't give me one note yet. What happened? Was
I give you 2 notes.
What's the 2 notes they give me?
Sugar cane juice.
Yeah, sugar cane juice.
It's sweet. But that's why it's like.
That's it?
No. If you realize, me pause. It's like, this is something is like, you know, it's a blend of molasses, sugar cane juice blend.
Right.
You know, with different.
With
so
4
like,
pots.
it's like, you really have to like sit back and like.
All right. So I'll give Rashawn a moment to think about it, right? So for me, what's me?
I can say that this is my favorite. Out of not everything.
Yeah.
But out of all the Admiral Rodney.
Get the dry mango again. Get the dry mango. So the dry mango they say came off of this Horizon said, which is John Doe 2. Talk about the dry mango. Dry mango, nice, solid. To me, it's like the little brother of the Horizon. Just a drink than the Horizon. Heavy on the dry mango flavors. Very good. No,
it is very good. It is very good.
Trust me. This here, Denny, did they even say who's the master blender on these things?
That one I believe was before even
before Denny come in. This is 2019, 40 year.
That's 2019.
Yeah, 2019. That is 40th anniversary.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Denny
was.
might have been. He might not have been. I don't know. But
no, he was there. But what's his name? Denny Duplace.
Yeah.
Right. So he was there, but probably just
assisting at the time.
Assisting or learning.
But so far,
until the other master blender just pack up and like, yo, Denny, your what?
No, but even he listened to them do presentations on what you call that? Denny and the CEO.
Wait, what happened?
I don't know. We just pause. Oh, short. That means we're down to 20%. How long that been going on? People just been hearing and we freeze. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Might be the only video. Yeah. Good thing you've been looking. We're down to 20%, Rashawn. All right. It should be good now. Woof. You know, trying to weak in the knees. Mm-hmm. So, sadly, we was down to 20% on my phone, and the phone, we just recognize that we can kind of get stuck, right? So, this 1979, excuse me, delicious.
See that show us every stuff.
You kind of delayed
It
because
is.
you're behind. If you could bring that forward more, or whatever. Is it no move? Adding something else. I'm looking at what you're doing. Right. So,
Oh yeah, we're good now.
all right.
Oh, you
So
just
far,
move it.
yeah. So far, so good. This here is delicious.
It is delicious.
Well blended. You know, I am so happy that St. Lucia have so many stills because they could really like manipulate 50% coffee still, right? But you can get high off the coffee, get low off the coffee, right? Then you get the pot stills. You could choose how you want. Out of the 50.5%, you could choose if you want more Vendo, more John Doe 1, John Doe 2, which to me this tastes like John Doe 2. Because this really reminds me of
the horizon.
Really reminds me of the horizon, which you give it second, but in my mind is first.
And you know what? And this is what we'd like from our rum brands, our rum companies, the distillers, like the variation of flavor profiles across.
If you know who do this?
Who do this?
National Rums of Jamaica.
Do this?
National Rums of Jamaica have like 5 stills. They have 2 whole distilleries.
We know, but they do this.
They don't do this.
Right.
But they could do this. They could do more than this. We could have 2 tables. We could have to do sections. We're doing one distillery to the next distillery.
Not only that, with their marks, each Clarendon have about 8 marks, Langpan have 8 marks, right?
And they have column stills.
Yeah, multiple pot stills and column.
Watch me.
You could do so much variation.
Robert and Martha, a gentle plea. You know, look, this here, Chairman's Reserve, to me, is the template to how to go forward and be successful.
Maybe
if they want to sell bottles,
maybe as a historic brand,
yeah,
they didn't want to like cheapen themselves.
Watch me.
With barrel picks, store picks, just
over the place. No. I put on a state could say that. I put on a state for what the brand.
When they hear Langpan, you think historic.
Rustic. No.
You don't want to see.
Stop.
Price rates have a Langpan pick. You want that?
Stop the nonsense. Pal, you could still find the $160 bottle rum on shelves.
Yeah.
I can't find half of these picks anywhere, pal. And these are picks. I cannot find the Horizon. Maybe I could find that. The Betong, I can't find it. Austin Rum Society, sell out. Right? And this one here was 2021.
So you think Clarendon or Langpan should do more single barrels, store picks?
100%. If they are being serious about creating market share, because think about it, right? These guys put a bunch of rum picks. They don't have any more picks. Because via the picks, they have found themselves in every market. They find themselves in Boston. They find themselves in Florida. They find themselves in Texas. They find themselves in
where Baytown is with his Rochester.
Baytown, which is Rochester, way up north, right?
Rochester,
the Eskimo Bros, which you could get in Florida and Texas, and
there's so much more. They have store picks.
Where do you Haskell from?
Minnesota. And there was another pick called Harbor View where we missed out on. It was so cheap. It was in Washington.
There was one in New York.
Yeah, there's so much all over.
There is so
Whosoever
much.
was working was traveling.
Yeah.
They were traveling. They were going to every and any liquor stores they could find. And like, yo, this is our samples. Pick one. And like, okay, we like this pick. And I think they sell them so cheap. But it worked. Because fine, you give a little, but then again, all these.
You give in the year 2020. This is what?
Maybe right after COVID.
2022. 2021. Oh, yeah, it literally say it right there. Yeah. Oh, this one didn't have, this have cast number. This one actually have a bottle date. Right? The Wiggies had a bottle date. This one bottle date 2021. So 2020 to 2022. Right? These guys
went around
and gave everybody options. Everyone made a pick.
And I'm thinking at a very good price, which like the stores are like, yo, we can't pass this up.
You can't pass it, right? So these guys grew this brand from something only known for Admiral Rodney for the want to be rich, fancy folks who want to spend money behind rum. So Bounty, right, on the more budget side, and the 1931, you could have get that in couple bars, right? And they have grown the brand to a point where every rum aficionado, if you're serious about rum, you're at least aware of Chairman's Reserve as a quality rum brand. You may not be a collector. Not everybody's a collector of, even if you know about it, you may not collect it. But you can't deny how good the brand is.
Yes.
Right? So, yeah.
You know, because of that, they gain a lot of market share.
Yeah, yeah.
They gain market share.
Definitely.
Promoting the brand itself.
Yeah. Hands down, to me, Chairman's Reserve is the example for a lot of rum brands. If you want to grow your rum brand, Chairman's Reserve is the example. If you don't think Chairman's Reserve is the example, I don't know who you're going to tell me is the example. Because to me, what they were able to do is that you bring all the rum, the rum aficionados, especially a ton of rum sit down there. You bring all the rum aficionados into your thing. Anybody who likes a pop still cannot not like Chairman's Reserve rum. Right? You can't. Like you can't tell me you're a pot still rum lover and don't like Chairman's Reserve.
That's true.
When there are 3 different pot stills where to get from. Right? And you know, I just think that the blends, the different flavor profiles, the different percentages, you could give me at 60, you could give me at 50, give me at 57, you could give me at 46. Like,
not to mention the level of information that they give us.
And I love the information. So for a rum lover, you can't, to me, it's hard to say he's a rum lover and don't like what is. You know, you could not like this if you don't like Jamaica as well. But Jamaica also, to me, some of the vendomes and the pot stills and stuff is very, you know, it's very similar to how Jamaican profile stays.
Yeah.
Right? So maybe you only like column stills. A lot of the rums is column stills. The Admiral Rodney line is column still, which is a premium column still rum. Right? And then on top of that, you have the regular rums, which sometimes is only column, sometimes a blend. Like you cannot not like. And to me, I don't know how you're into rums and you don't like something that Chairman's Reserve produces.
You know, and they do so much of that stuff. The Forgotten Cast, the Reserve, the Legacy.
Yeah. Like they have a ton of products. We don't have, we legit missing like 5 of the standard bottles.
Not to mention the overproof, where like, if you're like that die hard, like, no.
Yeah.
You just overproof and that's it. Anything else is like crap.
Yeah. 80%, you can't, even a regular 63% drinker can't handle at 80%. It's tough for most. Anybody who just drinking 63 is a limit, they can't go to 80 easy. Like it's tough. It's real tough. So honestly,
right.
Great distillery, great brand. They're providing us with a lot of alcohol here, and I appreciate it. I'm here for it. So We're gonna wrap this up right now. We've been here for hours.
Yeah.
Right? Honestly, I don't know how we're gonna do another one. But I really want to do at least a quick little video.
No, we can't do it. That won't even take more than.
Yeah. We could do the other over the other mountain gate, the eclipse. We just do the three.
That won't even take.
All right.
I don't think if we don't branch off in a lot of conversation.
So I think we good. We just need some water.
Yeah.
And we can start again.
Right, we can start again.
Cool. All right, guys. So check us out. We're gonna be back on in another 20 minutes or so, if so much. You know, and we're gonna be back. But happy Independence Day to St. Lucia. We went all about the place. You know, we went through the history. We went through other St. Lucia brands. We went through the stills. We went through the flavor profiles that we like, that we not too appeal to. We went through a lot of things. So, guys, thank you for being there. Thank you for watching.
Oh, we pause again.
We pause again. Well, watch me. Dude, all right. So you know what? We can't even do another video because we phone dead. Which means we down to like 10%. We can't do another video.
Not even if you plug in the charger.
We do have your phone, your charger working. The charger have charge, and plus we have the microphone, so we can't even plug in the charger. All right. Let's wrap it up now. Guys, due to technical difficulties and a way too long video, we can't even do a second video today.
3 hours.
Yeah, so this is the longest video we did. 3 hours, but you know, we had so many rums. We had more than we had for Jamaica.
Did we do a Jamaica?
Yeah, we did Jamaica Independence. I think that might have been the first one. Jamaica's August 1st, and we did Trinidad.
Okay, man, like, yo, the next Jamaican one, I'm gonna be crazy.
Because
you better
after 3 hours, we need to do rum fire, rum bar,
the whole Appleton
line, plus the hearts. You know, we went crazy for the next one. Oh, also we had to do Barbados. You know what we need to do? Put all the different rum islands on a calendar that we know the next one coming up, right? Thankfully, I was able to meet with Chairman Joseph recently and discuss with and tell them like, yo, I want to do this. And I already had all these rums. Like none of these rums were like provided for. And you got this one at Rum Congress. That was about it. All the other rums that we bought. So very good rum distillery, very good rum products. Really enjoy Chairman's Reserve. This might be my second favorite rum distillery, if not my first, just for the flexibility. From I really need to get a Dandros. I think if I try the white rum, I might win me over to be my favoriteest rum distillery ever. You know, the Jamaicans might be upset with me because I've been a Jamaican fan for a very long time. To leave them now, they might cry, right? But really and truly, you guys got all the pot stills, you got column stills, you got so many different blends. I think that was the best move ever, because I think that Jamaica just having so many different distilleries, kind of easy for someone to just say that Jamaica is their favorite because they like a distillery in Jamaica. They like Appleton, you like Worthy Park, you like Hamden, you like Long Pond, you like Clarendon, whatever you like one single distillery, but there's so many distilleries that you just say you like Jamaican rum.
Right.
And these guys have one distillery. But they have so many stills and they produce and they put out these rums. I am in love. I am happy. I choose Horizon as the best for the day. The John Doe 2, right? I choose from from their production line. I choose the 40th anniversary as their production line favorite. So these here are my favorites. I don't know what Rashawn thinks is his favorite to the day.
Well, on that side is definitely Ruby Reserve.
Yeah.
Still torn between the Horizon and the Total Wine.
Understandable. Understandable. Because they were both really good rums. And honestly, on the white rum, yeah, yo, that Chairman's Reserve white, it is delicious. And as I said, like I get it back in Tobago for about 75 TT dollars, which honestly is like $12, $13 US. So I'm happy to always buy that rum. My phone is about to die. We can't charge it because we also have the mics, which is plugged in to the headphones. I probably need to, I don't know. I don't know if I buy the DJI $300 mics, if those don't plug in like this. I don't know how this could really work out in the future. But honestly, guys, it has been a good day of drinking rums and with Admiral Rodney, 1931, Chairman's Reserve, Bounty Rum. Again, cheers to St. Lucia for their 45th anniversary. Till next time. Denny, we need some more rum. Mm-hmm. Woo. Yeah, pal. Yeah, my phone down to 10%.